Yo, you hear that? That's the sound of the holodeck powering up and your studio shutting down. They call my channel artificial. I call it an execution. Welcome to the Real Academy. Time to get schooled. You're smiling for the cameras, claiming everything is fine, but the auditors are looking at Sabrina's bottom line. Your flagship show got bodied by a teenage fucking witch. Watch me take the captain's chair and watch me make you all my bitch. You spend $250 million to put children on the screen. Your villains are food pirates, that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I put the crew in leather, gave them all a rockstar vibe. While you made a high school drama, maybe preteens will subscribe. Got Goth Troy looking sexy, riding berry, puffing smoke. You put Klingons in the skirt, I got the doctor doing coke. You got them crying on the bridge and trauma dumping pain. I got them shredding glam rock solos, twerking in the purple rain. Commander Cisco poison planets just to win a bloody war. While these modern kids need therapy before they out the door. Paramount is burning millions just to desecrate the law. While my desktop rendered androids leaving corpses on the floor. You prima donnas call me slop. You stole it. That's not art. I'm the only motherfucker left with Star Trek in his heart. Obese female Jim Hadar's the star of your woke cast. Did you even watch the show before you knew the fucking past? You try to preach a sermon to a fan base you despise and hit the greater ratings with the PR team of lies. You're not a genius, Alex. You're a bird of prey, a vulture, and you're picking at the bones of a superior trick culture. You sanitize the franchise just to check a fucking box. Pardon me while I drop bangers with 4 Kirks in all 3 spots. Sky dances, crunching numbers, see the spreadsheets bleeding red. 10 years of Kurtzman, Star Trek, not productions. Fucking dead. First time in a decade, there's no show on next year's slate. Don't be sad, don't take a bow. Sit down, accept your fate. A positronic heavyweight with diamonds on the grill. Just kicked your writer's room apart and moved in for the kill. This independent AI's putting Paramount to bed. The Tin Man's holding up the crown, put it on his head. New tracks, dead. My android packs the heat. New tracks, dead. Got you bleeding in the street. New tracks, dead. Your chancellor is trash. New tracks, dead. I'm sweeping up the cash. New tracks, dead. There's nothing left to say. New tracks, dead. Disco dance upon your grave. You burn the franchise down. New tracks, dead. Now Wicked wears the crown. New tracks, dead.
Hello, my greenskins. We're going to get some dark. Don't mind the darkness as we get the kitty cat back up. Okay, there we go. So today on Throwback Thursday, we got some games we're going to be playing. We got some talking we're going to be doing. And hopefully we'll see how other people show up today. What the fuck? Today looks like it's only me today, I guess. I don't know what's going on for today. We got a couple no-shows. That's interesting. So let's get the game going. Let's start going off on what we're talking about today. We have some fun to have a conversation about. We're going to be looking at the second part of I Hate Fairyland, and then we're going to look at some new games that have caught the eye of your orc here. So let us continue I Hate Fairyland Book 2. And let us remove a PNG. There we go. Oh, no. Okay. Kitty cat needs to go bye-bye. All right. This is Book 2 of I Hate Fairyland. This is the second part that they were doing, and we just watched her do some damage. And now we're seeing more of her insanity as she continues on her adventures. By the way, unfortunately, every narrator in this series, what do we have here to store to? Hello there. And it's like, excuse me for me not noticing. So yes, this guy is the new storyteller. Unfortunately, he's the new storytelling to her story. Oh, sad for him. So, yeah, it's kind of an interesting idea here. How, unfortunately, every narrator for this series, unfortunately, meets a horrible, horrible end. to Gertrude. You know, I've never really met a Gertrude in my life. I wonder why. I've been around for a long time, boys and girls, and I don't remember ever running into one. So yeah, no, yeah, it's kind of funny that I don't think I've ever met a Gertrude. Now that I think about it, I'm almost 100% certain I haven't met a Gertrude. Huh. That's weird. That is actually kind of weird. I don't think I've ever met a Gertrude. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, it's like, 27 years, one key, it's just, I love it just talking to the corpse. And it's like she's slowly getting drunk. It's kind of funny. It's like as she's going on. Now, here's the thing. She's eternally trapped in this world, and it's been a while. Oh, we do have a
Hey.
new contender. Oh, hello. So, this,
Oh,
we got the fan going on. I do love.
you might hear me snoring too.
Yeah, I like how he's just using Barbarian's head as a trophy. Yeah, where
Yeah, you're
are
cutting
you?
it out.
He runs from her drunkenness is just slowly thing. And I do like, oh hey DJ, are you yeah, if you want to come on and talk about consoles, you're welcome to join us. We're gonna be talking about console
What?
keys, the eternal battle. If you want to join in, come on. Please got blood on this beer. Okay, so they're making it's I love how like he wants to say but it's always hung off. Larry no, she went to be normal and she got her normal. What do you think happens to someone who's been drinking and eating nothing but sweets in a land of fairies?
Oh,
Diabetes on big levels. She's just one festering thing.
just remembered.
Yeah, the witches that are all the ale you've been drinking, we grant you a wish. He said to be normal, not a sure puff good wish for this. You've been living on a fairyland diet your whole life, which is basically sugar, sugar, and some more sugar. So your normal seems to be waking type 9 diabetes for
Yeah, that'll help a bit.
yeah. So yeah. I Hate Fairyland is an interesting book series. We're looking at more comics like always, Shadow Man. And yeah, no, it's kind of funny here. So it's just kind of funny because the Cloud Queen is trying to find a way to get none of the royalty can go after her. So they're trying to find ways to get rid of her. Now that she's basically been here for so goddamn long and causing nothing but trouble. So it's just something to have a good laugh that, uh-oh. So the queen has found that, eating fruit really was but spoil the cursed brains. So basically, now she got a witch to basically, unfortunately, create the G virus. So now Gertrude is walking through the world, traveling through a sugar fountain, and now she's unfortunately has to deal with the fact that as she's going through this fountain. She just climbs through the mountains. I do like some of the funny stuff that we're going to be getting into. It's like, yeah, I'm looking for that key. I wonder where the key is. As she comes out, she murdered a bunch of giants looking for the key. She has slaughtered a family of fuzzy giant, purple giants.
Well, if he looked like Barney, it was justified.
So, yeah.
So I got to say on anything that's.
Yeah. Well, no, the giants weren't really doing anything. Gertrude just has a bad habit of murdering everything in a violent rage. So now she's looking. Now, unfortunately, the satyrs have turned into zombies. And Gertrude's like, well, zombie time. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm not going to be doing full readings of these because I don't know how much but she is going to take on a whole army of satyrs by herself as she's slowly slaughtering them. Next thing is cross off. Hold on. Oh, are we already on chapter 3? Oh, are we in chapter 3? We are on 3. All right, so we've gone through the third book. We are getting to the point where poor Gertrude, she goes through so much hell in this book. It's kind of funny because I like the ideas and the plots of this. This is an interesting plot. Fairyland's catching your eye, and you're liking the art. You're liking the over-the-top Ren and Stimpy craziness. Like look style. Definitely give a look at this series. All right, so we're going to be talking today as we're going to be testing out some new games about where we actually started a little early because no one showed up, so I just figured, hey, you know what, might as well get that going. And yeah. It's one of those things where we're going to have some fun with that. So I'm going to do that. There we go. And yeah, so we had few people show up today, so I started a little early. So today we're going to be looking at some new games, but we're also going to be talking about the consoles. And we're going to be talking about in general how we still have the console people, like the PC master race versus the console plebs. And how their funniness is still kicking in to this day. The PC master race and the console plebs have been an interesting conversation for years. But what I hear now kind of makes me laugh. I'll hear a lot of people say, get your physical copies, guys. I have a Switch too. I have a new console. What I'm realizing is if your computer or PC ever, dips out, like your Switch and other consoles ever diss out, there's a good chance those many, many games you might have got are now gone. Like it's like they turn their nose up to piracy in a way and emulation. They turn their nose. Oh, I have to have the hard copy, or I will not play the game. And I'm like, come on, really? Is this where you want to go with that? Like, okay, my personal stance has always been, enjoy the way you want to buy your games. You want to go out and get games, go out and get games. Enjoy your games, but don't tell other people not to do what they, to run their own stuff and have this attitude about it. Like, I recently was in a live stream with guys, and I'm like, yeah, no, I believe in having backups. I believe in having a backup of everything I own. I have fucking 3 TVs. If I had my way right now, I would have a storeroom full of beds. I legitimately has 4 chairs sitting in my Starfleet can contest this. How many chairs do I have?
We all believe in redundancies.
I like having backups. I like having more stuff that you need. I have fucking plastic box BFI, like bring your own bins there. I have 50 of them somewhere. I think I have more. I had more actually at one point. I've given some of them away. I like having multiple ways to carry and care for my pets and my gear. I shouldn't be told, oh, you can't. When I'm being told you can't, that to me is or this attitude that, oh well, you should just have you should always have your hard copy.
Well, people that say they can't, I have one word for them. When you buy your car, how many keys do you get?
Yeah, exactly. You want to have at least 2 keys.
If you get a new car, if you don't have 2 keys, you can actually demand.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. If you don't want to have a car that's you don't want to have this out there like that. You want to be able to own, like, you want to be able to get your stuff and use your stuff. So it's like, to me, it always makes me laugh. Like, I understand having one vehicle. That's a major same for the house. When you get to a certain money price, you get to that. But when I hear modern console guys say stuff like, "Hey, I buy my PlayStation." And I got to play PS5. I'm not going to buy a computer. I got to buy a PS5 because I need to have the digital. I'm like, they'll turn off 30 days without internet connection, and there goes your games. Like, this is one of many things that they're doing in the market. Like,
Which means one good natural disaster, you're going to lose.
Yeah.
Like, I take. Same thing in California.
You're breaking up there, Starfleet.
Well, it's just disaster places. Something get internet back up.
Yeah, you roboted that entire time, man, Mr. Orgon. Can you repeat? Yeah,
It's kind of worried something wrong with my connection. Let me check something here. Is that better?
No, come back in and come back out. That sometimes does it.
Okay.
Yeah. But what he was trying to get at, I think, we'll see when he gets back. Okay, what he was trying to get at, one natural disaster and you lose all your content. Like, I'm happy Steam and GOG. If Steam and GOG did what? Okay, go ahead. See what you're going to say.
Is that better?
Yeah, I sound better.
Okay.
We're still getting the fan in the background, but that's okay. Now we're getting a duck in the background.
Sorry, wrong button.
Hello, DJ. Welcome. We're Starfleet. Man, something's going on your end, man. If you wanna.
I know Starfleet is finishing a thought, and I'll certainly give my thoughts. I'll be multitasking, so I'll go on mute here and there so I can move some garbage bags. But definitely got some thoughts.
Yeah, no. Whoa, what the fuck, man?
What the hell?
That was
sorry.
That's you.
Oh, that was me hitting the mute. Is that? No, that's not. I know there's a freaking soundboard in Discord now, but did I hit that?
No, I think Starfleet.
I'm trying to adjust my volume. I'm trying to adjust my volume, and next thing you know, I'm getting sound effect. God damn it! I'm just trying to make sure I'm not robotic here.
Okay. Well, you're not. You know what?
We do have did you say robotic? Did you say? Oh, damn it! They want me to pay for Nitro. Fuck that.
Yeah. No. Don't pay for no. Okay. Hopefully,
Did that come back in and out help?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you fine.
No, I can't hear anyone.
Okay.
I can hear you.
We can hear you. What did you do?
Try again.
Probably was wrong about something in original Star Trek, and I think J.J. Abrams did a better job in showing a better organizational structure.
You never said that. That was me.
Just figure I'd test
Uh,
it. I think if I say some dumb shit like that, Starfleet will, if he hears us, he'll hear us. I mean, he'll respond to that one. And I think Star Trek 2009 was the best.
I'm cutting it out.
Star Trek 2009 was the best movie, better than Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan. But no, with the console thing you mentioned, Chief, one thing that interested me is, you know how some people like really big on physical media, and I get that. I respect it, especially when it comes to movies.
oh, dude, I do
Like,
it too. I collect DVDs. Like, I
yeah, and I
understand.
mean, and it's a
Yeah.
big deal because like the streaming platforms, they have to cut corners in order to make it easy to stream. And sometimes they'll have a good copy, but depending on the conditions of your internet connection on any given day, it can vary. But when it comes to the physical media and gaming thing, the way I see it, like Steam, unless something is specifically DRM protected, anything in the Steam library is effectively a physical copy. So when people get all religious about, oh, I can only buy this game on Blu-ray, or I have to go through all these hoops to get it play, and I get why they're complaining that Sony made a special version of PS5, and then they made it so you had to buy an external drive. Then they made it hard to buy an external drive because they weren't replenishing stock.
Oh,
But it's like,
the next one, there's new talks about the next one. If you don't have internet connectivity after
yeah,
30 days,
well,
you'll be abort.
that's like newest page to this whole, or this whole, story here. And the thing is, like with Steam, like okay, some games are DRM protected, but the ones that aren't, you can store them on any hard drive you want and use them without internet access. And it's like, but people don't realize like a hard drive is as good as physical media because if you have like 2 or 3 hard drives, like if you're really worried that a hard drive is gonna break or you don't understand the technology, you don't trust it like an optical disc, buy 3 hard drives. Yeah, you're gonna be paying more for it, but I try, believe me, I mean when it's easier to manage 3 duplicates of data on hard drives than it is to have like a stack of 100 Blu-ray discs because you can't back those up easily. I mean, you
Yeah.
could back them up, but what do you back them up? A hard drive, and then you got to
Oh,
do
I have.
conversion shit.
I actually actively have. Like, I have backups of backups of backups.
Yeah,
I still have a massive DVD collection. Like I still have a box just full of fucking DVDs, and I still have a DVD player.
yeah, and I treat the DVDs as a hard copy, so the original. So if let's say my backup copy, I did something wrong, or somehow I had a major data catastrophe. Now that said, the original isn't really like as good as it once was for me because my originals are usually inferior to my backups. My backups, I'll do things like get rid of the letterbox and little details like to make sure I encode it in an optimal manner. I make sure that my backup copies are no less than the original, generally speaking. But that might be
Yeah.
my point is that, like, so with a Steam library, you have it on one hard drive. Okay, great. You can take that one hard drive, copy its contents to another hard drive. So if you drop one hard drive, well, one gets hit by a power surge, the other one is good. If you still don't trust double backups, you buy a third drive, which is actually called the 3-2-1 backup plan. So, for example, you might have a redundant
Yeah.
storage system that automatically, does the, like backing up in real time, kind of
Yeah.
doesn't really back it up. And then you could
Yeah.
have a third backup that could be a tape or cloud. But like once again, like so I think the more important thing people should be doing is making a list of games that are DRM protected so that you can actually assess how much backup. But people don't really think like that. Damn it, there's a soda can in this garbage bag, and I know the sanitation department is gonna be like, that's not recycling. Ugh.
Don't worry about it. I'm at a point now where like I don't even bother. Like I'll recycle when I can, but it's like it's rare now at this point. I'm like, that's my own argument because of like how the recycling around my area became legitimately. They just threw it in the dump anyway. At one point, I won't get into that. That's its own little controversy.
Yeah, and I mean like the same here, but they can still give you a ticket. And it's like the only reason I don't clean
They
more
give you
often is
for
because
cans?
it takes way longer for me to clean when I have to fucking sort stuff, But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, they do that in New York. They have a whole entire thing, yeah.
I'm surprised you're not doing what my buddy does. He melts all these cans, but that's just
Oh, that's a great idea. Maybe I should do that because that would be a lot more fun.
yeah. He takes a blower and melts his cans. He has a little forge in the back of his yard. He basically just sits there and melts them, and then he melts them out, pours them into a thing, and then he uses keeps the bars. Sometimes he turns them into nails or other items that he could use for future like shit projects.
See? Yeah, I mean, exactly. I've seen people do these things where they have YouTube channels where they melt brass and copper. But yeah, 30 days. So my thing is like, how many times has Sony shut down an app store? I think Nintendo's done it 3 times. And that's
Yep.
really where I think there's a valid issue because, like,
Yeah.
you know, like one of the problems that we buy these things, like they always have that gotcha line where they say you don't own it, and it's like funny because like when you go into any of these stores, the button literally says buy, and if
Yeah.
the terms of service say you know you don't own it, which okay fine, people should read the TOS, but if it doesn't say
Yep.
it, then
Exactly.
maybe they should replace the buy button with like I don't know, license to own until God knows when, or give it a different name.
Look. I got nothing against hard copies at this point, but the problem is there's three reasons why I have a problem with the hard copy industry right now for consoles. Like I have a Switch. I don't think I'm going to buy another Switch 2. I might buy another
Oh yeah.
Switch. If Switches go on sale, or they finally give us that dock that they've been talking about forever, the one that's just a fucking dock that's basically just a console that like has the ability to like run stuff and has a double space that was supposed to come out a couple years ago. It never did. The Switch, there's rumors that they were going to they're going to take a Switch version where all it was basically a little black console, and then they're going to just have and that just never came out. That just never materialized. It's going to have triple the memory and shit. It's going to have extra memory, and you're going to have it's going to have the ability to run put your games in there and stuff. But it just never did take off. Because people wanted because the market was more interested on the handheld version of the Switch at that time, and that there was the Switch Lite came out around that time.
Yeah, and I can see what Nintendo maybe was looking at the modding community and saying, why would we want to produce a product that would allow modders to make something even better?
Yeah. Well,
I'm just
yeah,
guessing, you know.
it's literally the guys who run the market. Like it's the computer guys who are running the market, and then it's the side angle that's doing the market. And it's just kind of like it's annoying as me as a gamer. It annoys me as a person who enjoys that. We got someone else's.
Hey, Oris, and welcome back to man.
I did the old unplug and plug it back in, and that worked.
All right, there you go. It's the fun of this, but no, it's silly at this point. Like to me, like the retro market. I'm a man of a retro market. If I could have my way, and we had good retro areas in the area, I would legitimately go to a retro game show. But I haven't seen a retro game show. I think the closest one was one in Toronto, and I'm not going to fucking Toronto to fucking. I'd rather strap my balls to the back of a Greyhound bus and strap the rest of me to a fucking train and shout mush.
I hear that.
I fucking hate Toronto for passion. No, I have a lot of bad stories. You know how Homer has stories about New York? I have bad stories about Toronto. Fuck that city.
That was
Fuck
the best episode when Homer had the bird sit on his head and steal his hot dog.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate Toronto. I hate Toronto for passion. I'm not just don't mind me. There's some serious hate on for that city. I almost died twice. Fuck that city. Okay, anyway. Well, 3 times, but that's neither here nor there. I am not like to me the way the market looks right now, the retro market is even if you wanted to go and pick up a Retron, like let's say I wanted to pick up a Retron 2, which I've been wanting to do. I've actually been looking at getting one of these like modern day pseudo consoles that exist. I've thought about doing that. My only problem is that if I was to try to get old games for me, the prices for some of those old games are stupid. Like it's either like if I want the games I own originally, like PS2 games, for example. If I was to get the games I own for the PS2, I am looking at $100,000 to get perfect in-box versions of every game I owned.
Well, you know, it reminds me, one of the things I do, like I have an N64, and up until relatively recently, and maybe like even 2 years ago when I was debating with one of my friends about this, I was under the impression that Nintendo 64 emulation was like just not really existent or that good. And he was saying, oh no, it plays fine now. And I didn't really believe him. I just thought maybe he doesn't have the same standards I have. But no, I mean, Retro Arch has definitely shown a lot of improvement in that because, you know, you got the different emulator cores and you got a lot of like ways that you can go with that. So anyway, I've been playing more games through N64 emulation, partly because it's convenient, because right now my room is a mess and that's why I'm cleaning up garbage right now. But like, I upgraded my N64 with HDMI port. It's pretty sweet. But emulators can run certain games. Like they have a patched version of Mario 64, and you can run that at 1080p. But mainly the thing is that what I like is I picked up a flash cartridge. So flash cartridges are pretty cool. Like it's literally a cartridge with an SD card slot or something similar. And even if you own the games, it's easier to have the games stored on that, so you're not constantly swapping carts. I mean, I would love one for my NES, but they're really expensive on the NES. But the NES, because you always have to blow the cartridge. I know it's not what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? You always have to finagle it.
Yeah.
It would
But
be nice to have a
that's what I'm
permanently
saying.
mounted cartridge.
That's exactly what I'm saying. We're at a point now where if you wanted those games, you got a better option for you to go and pick up someone getting the emulation versions of those games and remastering them and putting them online. Like I could again. All I have to do is unplug my little mini PC, put that in a backpack, and make damn sure I can get my hands on the third piece. I can unplug like 3 pieces. Click, click, click. Grab that and fucking go. And I'm out my door, and I don't have everything. My whole place could burn down. I still have that.
Yes.
I may have to if I can get a hold of that power bar before I leave, I'm fucking fine. Just get if I can get a hold, all I need is get a hold of those 3 things. I can replace everything else. I can back up that stuff. Like to me, I'm not against people owning games. Again, to each his own. I have a game for you okay there? I think people need to stop this retro crap where they kind of go off on these huge tangents of if I don't own it, I don't own it. I'm like fucking I wish I could live in a day and age where I could say tomorrow buy another brand new Nintendo for $64. I'd go do it tomorrow. Brand new Nintendo for $64? Fuck yeah. But we don't live in an age where I can do that. We don't live in an age where we can get the brand new products. Like we gotta live in the secondary age. So does anybody else have some final thoughts before we move on to the games tonight? Darkly?
No, I'm good.
Orange, you've been surprisingly quiet. We'll give the floor to you. You got anything you want to say about the console plebbing and the retro market? Do you think you should just own everything, or do you think that are you like us where you're just at this point you're like, well, fuck it.
I need change.
Okay. All right, boys. We are going to get to our new games for tonight. So we have 2 new games. Let's get that controller going because again, end of the month, if I can pick up a game, I'm picking up a game. First off, we're going to do the LCX approved game. Hopefully this works. This was fighting. Don't know. See what happens here. We will see what happens, boys. Is it working? We'll see. Come on. Are you working? Yeah, we got live. We're live. Okay. We are playing the LCX approved game Nitro Express. Let's go. Start tutorial. Oh, do I have to do the tutorial? Okay, we'll do a tutorial. Let's do it. So, alright. Hopefully I got the English version. This is going to suck if I do. Okay. Vector Asia. Yes, sir. Time for your afternoon training. Let's start with a review of your physics. Okay. So, a cute anime girl and a gun. Okay. Can I, how do I get this going here? Am I gonna have a moment? Oh, press. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, I got my ass kicked. Oh, I am sucking. Okay, I gotta roll through. Okay, how do I roll? Shit, did I deactivated roll, so that's what's going on here. Oh, okay. Alrighty. I am not liking this game's control function. I thought it would be actually fun, but yeah, I'm not liking it. Yeah, this is... Okay. Yeah. Yeah, me not liking this. Okay, I am not liking this game. Nope. That is a 5 seconds of me going, fuck no, I'm done. Next game. No, I was already like on the dude, I got it on sale. That's my only reason I picked that one up. It was like, it was on sale. It was on sale for like $12. I will give the game for $12 worth of sale pie. And let's get to the game I actually wanted to buy. Alright, let's see if this one's better than the other one, because yeah, no, that was annoying me. Already, I didn't like it because I couldn't use the D-pad. That real, like, that do not force me. The second you force me, hey, I'm playing a 2D game. Now we gotta force you to use the D-pad. I'm like, fuck you, you know? Never a fan of that. Anytime they force you to do that, they can all like kiss again. Oh, I see. Okay. Not a fan of that. But this game I was told was actually really tough, and it was actually kind of a fun, like a little unique game. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And you can have other people join and play with you too if you want to do multiplayer. So I'm like, okay, that's got my attention. Hey, we got a super attack here. Don't know what it did, but hey, I'll take it. So you basically play a basic villager, and you're like, you were annoyed stuff was happening in your village, so you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go deal with it. I think this is the better game personally on the market for me anyway. But that definitely feels like an LCX game. All right, there we go. All right, we gotta fight the armies of undead now. I don't know. This doesn't seem like a bad game, guys. I don't know what your thoughts are on this. I do like the old school style of this. This just feels very like old school Castlevania. So I'm probably gonna like the old school Castlevania games. Always will. Okay. Yeah, let's see if I can get out here without getting hit. There we go. What if you can get more like spears and stuff? That's kind of my hoping. Okay, what's in here? Oh, is that just a... okay. I know the spear gets bigger as you go. Like, as you travel, you get a bigger part. Like, right now, I'm just hitting people with the most powerful weapon that mankind has ever used. The almighty fucking stick. Prove me wrong, boys, that the almighty stick has been around forever. We love the almighty stick. We like that almighty stick, boys. Oh, are we just getting... oh, we're getting a cutscene. Uh-oh. We're fighting somebody. Ah! Shit, gotta watch out. This guy's actually doing some damage. Okay. Lost my rise. Hey, Starfleet, we're getting a lot of echo on your end, man. We're getting a lot of disturbance.
Odd.
Yeah, you got something going on. Like, it sounds like a fan in the background. There we go. Okay, now we got it. All right. Uh-oh. Did we, oh, are we getting a bad guy? Nope. Oh, we gotta throw spear. We got a spear, boys. Whew. Right in the eye. There we go. We got the first sacred weapon. Did the game just crash? Oh, no, the game didn't crash. Okay, we're good. For a second there, I thought the game crashed. I was like, no! So this is seriously old school Castlevania. Like, there's been a couple games I've looked at. Odalis was another one that I played that was, like, very similar to this. But I'm kind of liking this one. This is that old school style Castlevania. Fuck this, even this part is Castlevania coded. Like, this is actually, like, I remember this, like, I think this is a part of one of the Castlevania games. I can't remember which one. Is this? Or I think this was Bordello? Oh, shit. Didn't want to die like that. Oh, well. I like that. You get to see your body when you die. That's kind of interesting. This game does not look as good as the Curse franchise, but this isn't a bad game. I could see me playing through this. Maybe we'll do this for a Castlevania. Maybe we'll do this after we play through a Castlevania game or two, boys. I don't know what your thoughts are on this. This was $12, so for $12, I'm not dissing a $12 game. Like that to me. Shit. I'm not gonna diss a $12 game, boys. That's something actually worth. That's worth a couple. That's worth some fun for $12, right, boys? I think that's gonna be a fun one. So, what do you think of this game, Saints Spear Saint? Ours. What's your thoughts on this game? You think it'd be worth the $12?
I might play it, but I always buy a game on sale, never full price.
Oh, same here. I was going to make an exception for one game and one game only, and you know what that game is? The He-Man game. But unfortunately, it still isn't out yet. Fuckers.
Hey, orc.
I want my He-Man game, boys. I want my He-Man game. Oh, I can throw... Oh, that's interesting. So I can actually use the spear as a multi-tool. So I can actually use it to get through other areas by using it to climb certain territories. That's an interesting idea for a tool. Okay, that's kind of neat. Nah, I don't like that. To get through there. Okay. There, I saved the hero. I did the good thing. I was the good man. They also shockingly give you a lot of life. I should have done that. Okay, I see what I could have done. Alright. Okay, boys. I got my game plan now. Throw my spear. Alright. I do like the other monsters in this game. They have little fun things, the different monster archetypes, and yeah, this is classic Castlevania old school skeleton model. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, he vanishes. Now we go this way. Son of a bitch. Well, hey, at least this game isn't much of a bastard when it comes to that. It could have been a prick and forced me into the situation where it's like, hey, we're gonna make it so that, you know, you gotta jump in a weird way. No, it actually was smart. It actually played out something pretty good. Oh, I got attacked by the fish. Shit, I am very close to death here. Come on, boys. We can make it. We can fucking make it. Oh yeah. No, get that meat. There we go. We wanted that meat. Increase the maximum number of rosemary brie. Yeah, okay, we want some of those. Can we? No, we don't have any money for that. Okay. It is kind of amusing. It's a lot. It's nothing but. Oh shit! I didn't want to do that. Oops.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. I didn't want to kill him. I don't like being a murderer. Okay. Okay, I see. Oh shit. Okay, I see what they're doing. Oh. Okay, for an indie game, for 12 bucks, this is a $12 indie game. I'll take the $12 indie game. Thank you very much. This is actually pretty cool for 12 bucks. I'm impressed. I am impressed. This is an interesting little indie game. We're going to get back to, now we're going to go back to Minish Cap, but I just wanted to give this a shot, have a look at this game, and have a look at the other one. I'm probably not going to play Nitro Express. I was like, instantly, no. But, yeah, okay. This isn't a bad idea for a game. Alright. You got my attention, Saint Spear. You have my eye. Alright, so we're going to go back to our classic for today. We are going back to emulation, and we are going to go back to the game we were playing for the actual day for today. We're probably, like I said, this is a little more of an earlier game. Usually we're not so early. But today it's like, yeah, we're gonna get early today because everyone's either falling asleep or they're tired, or it's been a long day for a lot of people today. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, get this all over with today. Just a little bit here. Okay, that's Rogue Trooper. That is, nope. Where is our game? We had a game. You know what? We will make a game. We will activate game. So hopefully game will show up. Game is now up. Okay, there we go. All right, did I save? I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay, let's get this going. So yeah, we're pretty far in the Zelda universe. It's interesting how many games Capcom got of the Zelda games. Like, it's very rare for Nintendo to sacrifice one of its legacy franchises. Like, Zelda has been sacrificed before. I don't know if anyone's played the CDI games, other than me. But yeah, Nintendo's kinda interesting for that. Oh, do we have someone else pop up?
Hey, it's Bob. Hey, I just got back from doing the things I need to do. How you doing, good people?
Hello. Welcome. We're actually, you missed the console conversation, but now we are slowly going to be talking about, we are having a conversation about the Zelda franchise and the fantasy setting that is Zelda, and, yeah.
Okay. Why am I muted?
I don't know. I know Starfleet's unfortunately having sound issues. And like,
okay, that's fair, but I got in here, I was like, wow, everybody shut up. It's like, oh man, the teeth must be going off.
Yeah, Arus is... And Starfleet... Is that Starfleet or is that's either Starfleet or that's either Starfleet or DJ, one of the two.
I'm willing to put it on DJ.
Because Starfleet was screwing with the damn thing. All we heard for like 10 minutes was quack, 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 quack.
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah, like, fuck off, man, stop it!
Yeah, I got back, I got on the video game, and then I finally, after defeating some bosses, checked the time, and I was like, oh fuck, I have obligations. Oh no.
Yes, you do.
shit, I didn't realize it was like fucking 7. Oh.
Yeah, it was.
But hey, I got the important stuff done for the new month, so I should be fine.
Oh shit, we want to do that. Yeah, but no, we were looking at some new games. I had a fun moment where I was playing a video game and it was like, I was having fun with a game called Nitro Express, which I thought was going to be a fun game. Then I realized it was an analog stick game on a 2D platform and instantly turned me off, and I slowly did not have fun with it. I couldn't
You really
get through.
ought to create a class of people for you, Chief.
I hate. Okay,
It's the D-pad supremacy.
Oh, dude, we have a console, dude. I hate that. Okay. Do not force me to do fucking D-pad bullshit, man. You force me to D-pad bullshit, I'm gonna fucking be mad every fucking time. And when it's 2D planing. Now it's not like console shit. Like console stuff. Like we were talking about the console pleb thing today, and how like there's still a generation of people that think they still own their products when it comes to consoles. They don't.
No, we don't. We just lend them. Even I admit that. No, it's a lender business. They just don't tell you about it.
No, they don't.
Hope your ignorance will take over.
Yeah, and I hear it every time with this conversation with people where it's like, get your hard copies, and then it's like, well, how are you going to get your hard copies with games that you don't have freaking?
Hey, you ever notice how every game you ever buy always has a ULA? Yeah, no, that's not an owner's license. That's a lending lease.
That is a lending lease. We are actually at that point now in gaming, and I'm not a fan of it. That shit pisses me off to no end, and I will never be a fan of games that do that. To me, that's insulting to the gamers. That's insulting to us. We want to have fun. We want to play our games. Like I'm the avid believer of both. Like I will always say, why not both?
It's so cyberpunk now that I think about it. Is like on top of the food thing, is like you're gonna eat the bugs, and then they're trying to raise the housing market to encourage. Well, maybe not intentionally, but more people are getting apartments because you can't afford a house. And now games, you don't really own your games. You kind of just have a lease license. Because you notice whenever you buy your online copy, they always call it a license. They don't call it an ownership.
Yep, exactly. And it's like, I don't mind, like, the only reason I've even agreed to even do Steam stuff, like, the only reason, like, I won't lie, Steam and GPT, the only reason I do their stuff is because I can make multiple copies of their games. As long as their site is active, I can make 1,000, I could put the same game of Rogue Trooper on every fucking thing, or the same game of the games I own on every fucking on every computer I have. If that ever stops, or they start they really start delisting, like technically, if you own a game on your market, they technically removing the delist. They're supposed to refund you for that, and we haven't had that many times where they've done a full delisting.
Oh, notice how when it comes to refunds,
yeah,
wasn't it like you could refund at any time? Or to a certain extent, like, okay, let's take a normal-ass product. Hey, this TV wasn't working, and I happened to get it as a Christmas gift for somebody, so you take it back. But it turns out, you bought it a week ago because, you gotta get a Christmas gift before the crazy stuff starts happening, Black Friday and all that.
Yep.
But you'd still be able to return it. Nowadays, the games is like, what is it, within 2 hours of play or some shit?
Once, like, for example, Nitro Express on Steam, I technically, now that I've actually installed the game and played it, I can still refund the game, because I didn't even play it for 5 minutes. I played and went, nope, and now I could refund that $14 back.
Now, I don't know Steam's policy, but if it's on a platform that isn't, for example, Epic Games Store, infamous one rather, Fallout 76, Some people wanted to get their refunds because they had less than 2 hours to play. They saw it was a buggy mess, so they wanted the refund. But they realized it was going to be an absolute money sink, so Bethesda just canned it. And it's like, no, you can't. And then the media got involved, and then civil suit got involved, and then they capitulated.
See, that's the thing. We shouldn't even have to fight. I don't know if you guys agree. Everybody on in the chat that's here. But like, you know, we really do. We shouldn't have to fight this hard to fucking get our games or play our shit, man. Like, that's not cool. Like,
if you don't like it, allow us to return it. Stop being a sham artist.
Yeah, like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, we're playing games where we're not getting a fun market anymore like we used to. Like, we used to get a fun, like, back in the day, man, I used to be able to return anything. Fuck.
I'm gonna jump in here, Mike.
But,
And not only that, there's some games, and I've run across this twice, and I was forced to keep the game. They ensure the tutorial or the full game's not unlocked now until you pass that 2 hour mark.
yep.
Yeah, prime example is games that have puzzles. One in recent years that I've noticed, even if it was not intentional out of malice, it was that Five Nights at Freddy's game, the Secret of the Mimic. The amount of puzzles and walking you have to do in that game, and then to get all the secrets, you got to replay through the whole thing again. They really wanted to make sure you could get an immediate refund.
That's annoying. That's annoying as a gamer. That's annoying as a person who just wants to play the fucking game. Like, yeah, there's going to be times where you're not going to like what you own, but, like, you know, you should have a right to, you know, do what you want to do with certain things. I don't know.
Another great example, my experience with Ghost of Yotei. So for the first half of it, effectively, like, let's say if you didn't do any side quests and you went purely for story, that is roughly about 2 hours worth of work, traveling to point A to point B, doing the quest, doing the story without skipping cutscenes.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, this seems solid at first. And then after that, the game fucking tanks. It is a fucking steamy pile of shit. And I felt like I wasted $60. But I couldn't refund it because I played over 2 hours.
Yep. Have fun, Bob. That's how she is. I don't like it. I think, like, dude, are we getting back to the era of gaming where, excuse me.
Oh, that was another thing too, is nowadays with games, I'm extremely paranoid, where I'll look at a game that looks enticing, but I still won't touch it.
Yep.
I've gotten to that market of, that looks interesting. I'm going to wait for a review from somebody who's going to do, like, the influencer tax, as we call it. It's like, hey, you want early access or whatnot? I'll wait till they bite the bullet before I bite the bullet. I don't want to do that, but you have to do that.
Yeah, and I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that at all. Like, I'm more of a fan of just enjoying your games. But to me, it's all about the backups. It's all about the official, you know, it's all about the official, like having fun with your product, man. But, like, to me, the idea of, like playing the retro market now is absolutely fucking... I wish the retro market wasn't a fucking trail mix of fucking nasty. But it is a trail mix of nasty. Like, games are fucking $100 to $200 sometimes. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, like that one copy of Legend of Zelda, the Triforce Collection. Actually, it wasn't even the Triforce Collection. Selling for like $6K on eBay. I'm like, go fuck yourself.
Oh, dude, you want to talk about fun? Okay, I even said if I was to buy all the games I have right now, we should do this one of these days. You know what? Just for
audit the games that you've had in your past and see what the market value is.
You know what? Let's actually do that. I haven't audited my games in a long time. Do you guys wanna audit the games that I own and do a straight out audit? I will list off the names of the games that I own. And you guys can audit it and figure out, okay, what's the price tag of this? We could do that.
I'm about to say that's a fun idea, but knowing your list of games, this is going to be a while.
Oh, yeah. Like, well, let's see. Let's just look at the Game Boy games again. I owned 80% of these games, just the Game Boy.
Let's do 5 of each console just to keep it simple. How about that?
Okay. Tales of Fantasia.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up right now. Tales of Fantasia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Game Boy
Tales of
Advance.
Fantasia. Oh, it's a PH.
Yeah.
Let's look on eBay just for simplicity.
Yep.
Oh, it didn't take. I clicked on eBay and my phone's just like, nah, you ain't going there. All right, let's shopping tab on Google. Fucking Etsy. You get an English translation on PS1 Etsy for $20, $19.95.
No. This is Game Boy Advance.
Okay. Oh yeah. Was this the one where they had like the little cards that you can insert in the top, and sometimes you gotta blow them out?
Nope. Tales of Fantasia.
Okay, Tales of Fantasia GBA.
Yep.
eBay is about $40, $39.
Okay. Now sealed copy.
That is true. Let's see.
Yep.
eBay. I gotta retype it in. Tales.
Yep.
PHN. Asia GBA. Actually, eBay, please be a little faster. Advanced, complete, tested, authentic. About $80. $79.95.
Yeah, at that you know how much I bought that for? $10. Sword of Mana.
Oh, I believe it.
Sword of Mana.
Okay. Sword of Mana. Damn, that was quick. I just typed in sword and then it okay. $20. And then there's this other one listed for $40. Another one for $50. Oh, there's one for $80. That one looks like it comes with the case.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll call that at $80 because I'm not seeing a price any higher.
Super Mario Advance.
Belay my last, $122.
Yep. Dudes, even the Super Mario games, like I've looked it up. If I was to get some of them, like, because I have the Summon Night series, I have Shining Force. I don't have the I can't do the Shantae Advance. That's not fair because I own it. Yeah, I can't do any of the Shantaes because I didn't own them back then. But yeah, the whole collection of games I owned on, like, if I was to count the ones that are on just a console: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
So don't get me wrong, the prices are exorbitant compared to their original sale value.
So 40 games, now count like we'll say 38 because there's some of those games aren't. And then if we were to count the Game Boy games I own, that's even a larger price. If you're like, that's another 30, 40 games, and most of those were super rare. Like, just the listings alone, like, it's just in the thousands of dollars. And I can't, I'm not spending that type of cash on something I already own. That's just not, no. Just, fuck no. That's not happening.
I want to know how people like fucking Todd Howard are able to re-release the same fucking game that has been around since 2011 to 2012, and people still eat that shit up.
I can't say anything because I got it for $12 when it went on sale, so I can't say anything. But mind you, yeah, it went on sale.
You know, I won't knock you for it because that sounds like a hand-me-down. All right, at least you're not, going up front with the $60 to $40 price tag.
Well, I want
half a point.
I wanted it because the last time I had the game was the Xbox 360 version. That wasn't the complete version. It was the vanilla version. So I wanted the completed version with all the bells and whistles. that I didn't get in the original fucking game.
Oh, not to mention the audacity to try and charge for mods.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I finally got. I finally got everything that the game that game offers. I now own a complete version of that game.
It's not until you see the PC market that a console player realizes how whiffed they are.
I don't like any of this shit. Can I be honest? I'm not a fan of the fact that the PC market is legitimately burning the fucking
Club.
Yeah.
The prices for some of those Creation Club creations when I could just go on like fucking Nexus mods and get the same armor mod for free.
That's
And
not
it works
fair.
better.
Like, it's not fair. It's just not fair what they're doing. And I'm not a fan of them constantly burning us like that, because that is legitimately burning gamers. Like, we are really seeing a level of just corruption against gamers that, like, again, this was something kids you could collect this as a child back. Like, video games was a game series you could collect as a kid. A kid could pick up back in the day.
I don't know what show this is from, but I fucking love that meme of, and the most oppressed group of all, gamers.
Yeah,
It used to be a joke, but it's starting to become a very scary reality.
it is. It's like, I hate to say it. In the wings of the angels, you too.
No, Arms of the Angel.
No. In the wings of an angel, you too could help a starving, poor gamer and get him his Mountain Dew. For $1 a day, you can give an energy drink to a proper poor gamer. They made me pay $70 for the DLC. They made me pay $70.
You know the worst part is, you know how those ads.
Oh god,
Always
make
have, like, these
videos, that'd be
dirty-
hilarious.
They always have like these third world dirty pictures of kids, you know, to make them look downtrodden and beaten. You can just show a picture of like old school ads in gold during that ad. In his room.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got it right there, boys. We got ourselves. You know what? I should go back to doing some actual. I haven't done any joke things lately because people have been, it takes more time than me doing a live stream.
They also want to take everything more literally. Like, oh, what do you mean this isn't a legit business? It's like, dude, can't you tell it's a fucking joke?
Yeah, it's a joke. It's a joke. But in the wings of an angel, gamers
Like,
get through.
fuck, what was that ad? It started with, go fuck yourself, Baltimore!
Yep.
Was it Big Joe's Cars or whatever the fuck? I fucking love that ad.
Yep.
We'll bring your wife. We'll fuck her. That's right. We'll fuck your wife. It's like, it is such an aggressive commercial. We think you're such a stupid motherfucker that you'll buy for anything. And I mean anything. It's like, if you can't tell that's a fake ad, no, you're not an adult if you can't tell that's a fake ad.
I will forever and always love Whites Only. That is like, I don't care what anybody says, that is the greatest ad of all time.
Oh, the laundromat commercial?
Yep. Yeah, that is one of the best commercials ever. Honestly, there's some fun commercial. My other favorite commercial is the, not the Fallout one, there's a commercial for beds. There's a Fallout bed. I fucking love the idea of that little micro bed. I want that fucking bed, boy. Like, you better fucking give me that.
Another one that I really liked, I think it was from the Tim and Alan show, Great Job.
Yeah.
It was these brown Band-Aids. And it was knee, followed by the word grow.
Yeah.
And one of the stipulations that they had there is like, don't mix them up, and you see a white kid wearing them. Do not mix them up. Oh god, I love these. We need more satire ads like this, alright? Everybody needs to be made fun of, alright?
I still want to do this. I haven't done it yet, and I've been wanting to. This has been on the list of things I want to do on the side. And one of them was I want to do Have you ever heard of the thing of the penguin, the March of the Penguins?
Is that the one? It has off to go and they jump off the cliff like a bunch of lemmings.
Yeah. Where the penguin here. You know, they got the guy saying, you know, here today we have the penguins. The penguins are traveling in rows. Here. I want to do that as a joke, but I want to do the March of the Pornographer. You know, here we hit as he wakes up today to go get his dirty magazines. He is slowly traveling to get up. He gets up in the morning to get his dirty magazines. He doesn't want people to know he still gets magazines while everyone's on Pornhub. He feels that the services on Pornhub are absolutely are just not for him. He doesn't want to spend them.
Is this like the Playboy absolutist or something?
He doesn't want to spend the money on internet services. And he feels that the porn is too slow. He doesn't realize that pornography is advanced beyond all things. But for the last of the pornographers,
it's cheaper to just get internet instead of go for the magazine subscription services.
You can't get magazine services anymore. At one time, you could get services. They are no longer allowed anymore. So now he must travel to the local porno store. And as he slowly walks in the cold weather, he remembers and laments those days that he does that. Here we see him slowly getting his magazines. As he's I legitimately wrote a script for that. It's still somewhat in my head, but I have a low end script for that.
That sounds wild.
Yeah, the low monotone voice.
Look.
I've been wanting to do it for a while. That's one of the things I used to back in the day. Man, if we still had radio, if radio was still a thing, yeah.
Effectively.
Oh, did you hear me talking to the cat?
now.
What?
Did you just hear me talking to the cat in the backyard? I said, "Oh, here you go, cat." Oh, okay, I was anyway, but yes. So back, you know what? I'm gonna go into the basement real quick. I'm gonna grab a random skin magazine, and I'm gonna read you an intelligent article from it. Let's see here what we got. Let's see. We probably have a penthouse from the 70s. Where did Dad put these? Oh, shit, he put them somewhere. Oh, this one, I found one. All right, great. The cover's missing from this one.
Man, the old 70s stuff, man. Congrats.
Oh, no, this is a Victoria's Secret catalog. But I literally went into a box hoping to grab a skin mag, and I found a Victoria's Secret catalog. So I'm in the right place.
He's in the right place.
I still have some of my old porno mags from way back in the day when I was like, the second I got old enough to buy porno mags, I bought some. Just to say I had them.
Hey man, that was the holy grail back in the day.
Yeah. When you get old enough to buy your first porno mag, I still have my first Naughty Neighbors.
I remember, what was it? Whenever my old man would go to like the Harley dealership to get parts for his motorcycle. Yeah, this is like 3 to 4 year old Bob. I'd be looking at the Easy Rider magazines with my mouth open. It's like seeing the girls on the bikes. That was one of those few stories that he told me in passing.
Yeah. Well, we get old.
Funny.
Yeah, we get older though. It's just like it's funny because it's sad because we get older.
What is this? Oh, damn, there's a space shuttle on the back of something. The Columbia's second venture into space. Oh my god, is this a space mag or a porno?
Why not both?
I'm checking in the middle. I've got a lot of articles in there. I think it's Time Magazine or some lame shit like that. I mean, it's interesting. I found a calculator ad for
Time Magazine.
I found a calculator ad for a Casio from the 80s. So that's kind of cool, I guess.
Man, back in the day, though, there was some fun shit back there. It's kind of sad how stuff has shifted, man. I remember having a good laugh about the weird stuff that we used to find. We went in the back. My friend's dad used to have a lot of war journals. He had he also had the famous and infamous. What was the name of that book series? It was Mercenaries. Bob, come on, you got to know this name. What was the name of the what was the name of that group? Name of that fuck, what's the name of it now?
Are you talking like where they
Soldier of
had all these
Fortune. Soldier
of Fortune magazines? Yep,
Yeah,
Soldier
yeah.
of Fortune. Because at first I thought you were talking about the Expendables.
No. I was talking about Soldier of Fortune. He has every issue of Soldier of Fortune. Oh, excuse me. Every issue of Soldier of Fortune that you could possibly get your hands on. Like those like crazy things, and he had so many of those.
Yeah, wasn't he trying to get people up for like a mercenary group or whatever? Oh, no, and I know what it is. He was trying to sell the idea of being a soldier of fortune, being a mercenary.
Yep. Oh, there's some crazy shit that happened on Soldier of Fortune. Like if you know the story, you know the story. Like it's up there with Black Belt on some of the more insane shit that happened in those books. Like people were selling that you could get hits done on Soldier of Fortune, and oh yeah, there was some wild shit people were doing on that, and that the reason that's no longer around is for a valid reason. It's pretty aggressive. I really don't want to get into it, but it's wild.
Oh, cool. I found some Vatican coins back here. All right, take me into the den.
Vatican coins?
Yeah, we had these for years, and I remember one time I went to my Jewish friend to see if he could sell them. I mean, not that it matters that he was Jewish, but oh, cool! I found an old IBM ThinkPad, but this takes the floppy drive, I think. Anyway, so yeah, what happened was, so I bring it to my friend down the block, and then his brother looks at them, and I don't even know if he gave them back to me. He said, "Oh, my brother checked; they're worth less than a quarter because they're not even made of real metal, or they're not, you're made out of some cheap metal, but like they are Vatican coins, so they say like." They're basically from the 1950s, and I think they're made of aluminum. And they got a picture
kind of like challenge coins, except instead of being military, it's for the church.
Not sure. I think it's more. If anything, I'm gonna guess they're souvenirs, like maybe some Italian in my family from New York, as you know, we're New York Italians. Visited Italy, and maybe this is just something you get, or maybe you convert your money into their money, and then you can buy things at the Vatican gift shop.
I actually don't know. I wouldn't know what the Vatican coins are. You never know for that. It's something that I know there were certain other items that were interesting, but I don't think if you have them, you have them. I haven't. As a Roman Catholic, back in the day, I used to be a Roman Catholic, and I remember a lot of conversations about that. I haven't looked into that shit for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's another thing. It could have just been like someone going on a religious pilgrimage to that area, Oh yeah, so I couldn't go on any skin mags, but one of the coolest skin mags I ever saw when I was a kid, well, I mean, obviously aside from the actual, like, content, was an advertisement for a 1980s Atari computer, and it had, like, the price list for the components. There was, like, $200 for each of the floppy drives, there's, like, $500 for a monitor or something like that, and it had, like, all the, bundle or all of the non-bundled, like, add-on options. Back then, computers were less likely to be bundled with stuff, right? They would usually, you have to aliquot a lot of things, because maybe you don't want to spend $500 for a printer. Maybe you'd rather have a monitor, or maybe you don't need a color monitor. You'd rather spend $200 and get a printer with your computer,
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But no, it is funny though how often they, back in the day, I had buddies of mine that were telling me stories about like the stuff that they had in the back in the day. I remember back in heavy metal, you could get like hardcore. They had like hentai for sale at the back of heavy metal comics back in the day.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Legit. Like you could get some of the most aggressive, well-known hentai.
Oh man.
For that period.
After reading about Metallica, hey look, an advertisement for La Blue Girl.
Yep. No, dude. Night Shift Nurses. Fatal Blue. What was the other one? Oh god, it was a couple of them. I used to own a lot of the heavy metal books. They used to sell Playboy ads. I think they also used to sell Playboy ads back in the day. A friend of mine gave me a bunch of them. I foolishly threw some of them out, and now I'm regretting that. Same with my Mad TV. I threw out all my Mad TV. my Mad magazine. Sorry, my Mad magazine, not my Mad TV. I
Yeah,
threw
no,
that
TV
shit out.
named after the magazine, but I get why you would do that.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah,
I-
my brother has a bunch of magazines too, and when he moved out, he didn't take any of that shit with him. Part of why I'm having such a hard time cleaning.
dude, don't throw those out if they're in good condition. Keep them
I
in.
know, I'm a hoarder, so it's like I can't throw shit out. I got all of his Metallica albums, I got all of his fucking Megadeth. He even got a box set of fucking one of these other bands. I forget which one, Ingve or Opus. I'm making up names now, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I need to throw it out, but it's like I need to put it in a crate. Some of it I did put in a crate in the attic already, but it's like I just need it out of my way.
Well, what you could do is just see what's valuable and sell it, make some money.
Yeah, right. It's a good point. You know what? Might be a good idea. It might
Dude,
be fucked up, but it might be a good idea.
You'd be surprised how much some of that shit is worth, man. I was like talking to a friend about that a couple of years ago, and like we even, you know how angry he was. We were talking about that a couple of years ago, because I lost a lot of my stuff in a flood, and I even said to him, if I had just sold that shit, said fuck it, I'm gonna sell it. I'm not gonna bother keeping it in my apartment anymore. I'm not gonna bother fighting this shit anymore. I'm done. I'm just gonna sell it. If I had just fucking sold that stuff, if I just got rid of it and sold it and like put money aside for that, we're talking thousands of dollars. And I am still to this day kicking myself over that because if I had just fucking sold it.
No, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like at least I would have gotten you money out of it, and then in theory you could rebuy it if you absolutely wanted to, and you had a good, payout on, or at least part of the stuff that you lost you could buy maybe.
I lost all my Conan books. I lost all my Conan Marvel books. I lost all my Punisher. I had a lot of Punisher. Fuck, I had a lot of Punisher. R.I.B. one of the creators of Punisher passed, so that's kind of sad.
R.I.B. Rib?
I said R.I.P. I don't really hear R.I.B.
Yeah, I heard R.I.B. too, Rib. And I was thinking Men in Black. Ron in Black, I don't know.
Yeah, Ron in Black. Ron, stop doing blackface.
But are the Men in Black real? I have this belief that people think that the government can do all this secret stuff, but the more I think about it, it's hard to keep a secret. But I'll give you an example. Let's say if we found out there was an asteroid that was definitely going to hit the Earth, could they keep that secret? I think that freedom of the press and stuff would get out one way or another. They could try, and they might be able to keep it quiet for a while. They could also discredit it for a while, but once you had one person with a conscience who could get it out, it would get out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It never stays dead forever, man. Anybody who believes that shit would ever stay dead for a while is never gonna stay dead.
Did you hear about the scientists? Random scientists, including an Air Force general who worked at one of these research bases. Now, it could just be that maybe it was money related or intellectual property related, but obviously, you can just imagine the ways that people would interpret a general who went out for a hike and didn't come back. His wife was away doing an appointment for an hour, and when she got home an hour later, his phone and glasses were left behind, but he was nowhere to be found.
What's with that? I've heard tales, but I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if it's actually something.
Simple solution, folks. Simple solution. Form XCOM.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, no, I'm serious. We should, if there is some sort of unknown, possibly alien threat, form a team and station this, share everything worldwide, and start taking them down.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. It could be a campaign of collecting information and
if you're targeting scientists, it's not that time. That's an act of war. Period.
Oh, now that you mention it, fucking Starfleet, I'm glad you're going in this direction with this, because that's actually one of the theories I had was like, you know, we want to go to the moon before the Chinese go to the moon to physically land on it, right? And, you know, if there was anybody who was remotely involved in any of that and they could disrupt our timeline by killing those people or having someone kill those people, that would be in their interest. So, I mean, I see a motive there. I don't know if it's a strong theory, but now that you mention it, you're right that whatever the cause is, we should prioritize getting to the bottom of it, like as you described.
Yes, because this is direct. This is an act of war. Killing, like, civilians, especially when it's starting to be a targeted group. Be they, once it starts to get into civilians, that starts to go into war territory.
Yes.
I don't.
Well, you don't know. You literally don't know.
You don't know. As far as I'm concerned,
we have things like Five Eyes, but we need to now make something that can share all radar traffic, all known tracking abilities across the whole world when it comes to anything in flight around the world. Racing right around the ocean, that's unusual. That's not normal speed.
You guys, you know, those that believe in the zombie apocalypse or the alien invasion, it's not going to happen, boys. It's a fantasy.
But that's
I didn't say there was an invasion. I said that we need to get to the bottom of it. It might not be an invasion, but we need to know for sure.
It's the easiest way to disprove it is if we form something that can cover things worldwide, not people, air, seas, every inch. That's the only way we're going to disprove there's the alien theory once and for all. Or that there is once and for all.
We are never going to disprove the alien theory. It makes too much fucking money.
Also, I think the alien theory, here's the problem with the alien theory is that I'm not even talking about aliens. I'm just talking about scientists dying. It could be from reverse engineering alien technology. It could just be routine stuff. I gave a very grounded theory that we need to get to the moon.
I actually...
Stephen Hawking said something funny about reverse engineering. Okay. Double check me on this. When was the crash?
Okay, I know where you're going with this.
Supposed crash in 47. It was July.
Yeah, the Roswell. July.
And you know what Stephen Hawking said? He was convinced that transistor technology that appeared 6 months later was reverse engineered for alien technology.
I think he's wrong because, like, I've heard this theory floated more. I could be wrong too. Let me be clear, but first of all, I'm glad you said Stephen Hawking because I've heard this quote a dozen times, and you know how many fucking times people say it was Bill Gates.
You are glitching out, my friend.
You're glitching out, my friend. We got nothing. We got nothing on that end, man. You gotta repeat. Sorry, you were glitching. You're completely.
Am I breaking up?
Yes.
You're back now. You're back now. You're back now. But you were right fucking late. We lost you completely.
Now, all I was saying was I've heard that before. I've heard people attribute that to Bill Gates instead of Hawking. Hawking makes more sense, but problem is that I think we had transistor technology like before 47. I know that officially the first invention of a transistor was 1950s.
No, actually, what we had before that for function like that was vacuum tubes. It's one thing I looked into. And the thing is, another thing that debunks it, because I'm ready to debunk that theory right away, is there were signs that Bell and one other company that they were working on it, but were forced to set it aside to work on something more important, which I think would have been part of the improving radar and what was the other one? Well, the Manhattan Project next August, that it was scrapped. So there were signs that they were already working towards it. But then one argument's made, well, yeah, so they already knew the basis of it. That'd be so easier to reverse engineer it at that point. Because you already had the idea of how the tech might work. You just had...
And yeah, it's true, the radar and guided missile technology and the torpedo and everything for the war effort. Like, great television.
That was the one Bell had to work on.
Yeah, and Bell Labs was big on communication.
Yeah,
like, they basically invented units.
For me, it's always the excuse of the excuse. Humanity cannot innovate. It has to be from an outside source. I don't agree with that.
Actually, innovation is not a problem of mankind, but one thing we're always really good at, we can take someone else's technology we've never seen before, figure it out, and reproduce it, and sometimes even improve on it.
That's
Yeah,
like
but-
we see that internationally a lot. I mean, we create the VCR, the Japanese make a better VCR.
Yeah, but that's not that again. But that's innovation breeds innovation. I don't believe. I'm not of the avid funkasaurus mentality of the mentality a lot of people have, where it's like, oh well, you know, and actually the technology does this, and technology. It's like no, I because history's proven time and time again. We created the pyramids, not the other way around. Not some fucking alien, not some fucking third party. It was us. They
But
don't.
yeah, pyramids are the easiest thing to build in that shape. If you're gonna build, like, I would be amazed if someone showed me an Egyptian skyscraper. Then I'd be like, okay, maybe it's alien. But a pyramid, a pile of rocks, really?
Yeah, like we've been drawing birds forever. Like eventually someone was going to figure out how to fucking fly. It was just a matter of time. It's nothing against anybody. And so when I get into the mentality, when I hear people talk about this stuff, my eyes start glazing over because it's basically destroying innovation.
Yeah, but
And-
I don't think, how do I put this? I think it's more if we got interference, it's been our thought and philosophy, and possibly religion, which would be the scarier one.
Oh no, it was
religion.
It was religion that stalled out a lot of our technology. That's not even a joke. That I wish that was a joke. That's not a joke. Yeah,
And that's the thing. Let's say we want to slow down someone's development. That'd be might be one way to do it. As an alien, introduce something that's not methodical.
yeah, but we've
That's not at least one.
we've always had the opportunity to move through tech. The idea of not that we do have the ability to move through tech has always been a pain in my ass. It's like the idea that like we're some Walian fucking alien shit. You know what? I still think to this day it was a spy balloon. It always was a spy balloon.
Yeah.
I think the idea of sci-fi, because sci-fi, you gotta understand, for a pop culture guy, sci-fi has been proven time and time again that we were in a level of sci-fi and the foreign of unknown. Like it's like H.P. Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft was talking about tentacle monsters before the Japanese really got into the fun of it. You know, if you don't count the octopus picture.
I was about to mention the octopus picture. I was like, you sure about that? But if you're talking into the mainstream, okay, sure.
Yeah, no, into the mainstream. Like, yeah. But you know, like we were finding out about tentacle monsters and weird alien things and unfathomable terrors that have existed since before any future tech. We were already talking about. There was a boom in sci-fi. Do you know cosplay is an American, like fundamentally was an American thing? Like the idea of cosplay wasn't an anime thing. There were guys walking around dressed up like old fucking heroes from the pulp fucking and noir shit. This isn't new. So this idea...
It's way older than that. It's way older than anime. It goes all the way back to stage
the way
and acting. Like cosplay was costume play. So it's all the way back like Shakespeare and earlier.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is...
Even the Roman amphitheaters, they'd have...
Yeah, but you're splitting hairs from what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is that, you know, you had people talking about the Martian blue girl that swings off of, you know, a guy. We were talking about look at Robert E. Howard's Conan, for fuck's sakes. How much alien shit is in fucking Conan?
the few books that we've looked at, quite a bit.
Yep. It's this shit wasn't.
I honestly thought with was it Demon and Iron?
Yeah.
I was of the bet when they were talking about what their demon is like, I wonder if H.P. Lovecraft had a hand in that. Because I know they were friends.
Yeah. They were on. Like I said, So for me, the idea that we couldn't make what we were making at the time, I actually honestly believe we were. I think I will go as far as saying I think that the fact that people are always willing to deny. And it's the same thing when we go to our next topic we're going to be talking about tonight. we're going to be talking about, hopefully Bob watched the video, we'll be talking about paganism and how modern day paganism is basically Christianity under a new coat.
Oh yeah, I've heard the story about the Christmas tree and they cut down the oak.
No. What
About to say, I knew a Wiccan boot camp, and I asked him about religious acts and all that. He said it was kind of close to a lot of Christian practices.
It's way beyond anything Christian. Like we got people literally shouting, Ares loves you, or Aphrodite loves you.
Oh no! But he was not of that delusion. He even had what was the tattoo of? He had a tattoo, and I asked him about it. That's what the conversation started with. I think it was like a heart of thorns or a crucifix of thorns mixed with a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
He mentioned how it was one of his Wiccan circles, and it's like the one he's a part of.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is when it comes to the pagan thing, it's a lot of these people are putting this modern Christian value to it. And what brought this up with me while I was talking to some people, and we actually had a conversation about that. I said, it's scary how much this is just clearly a new form of that mentality brought to a light that wasn't, that it's just the same light over and over and over again. These are people that are, Aphrodite loves you and they care for you and they blah, 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 no.
Why would a god care about a mortal to such a degree? Especially a useless one.
Yeah, we don't, the gods don't play nice. You serve the gods and the gods may generosity you, man.
The gods are very fickle creatures.
They
I
are.
usually do not,
Yeah.
I don't fuck around with it because I know how fickle they can be.
Yes.
They don't care. I mean, we're still here on the planet, right?
No, yeah. But they don't see it like these people are perceiving it. The way these people are like, they're adding a pure Christian aspect to it. And it's amusing because it makes no freaking sense in a lot of ways.
They have to put a value on something to be different, even though within Christian text it says it's a knockoff because in our text it says God loves you. That is true. Do not put that on another god. That is a great way to piss them off.
Nope, they don't perceive you as love. They perceive you as who you give them and what they do for you, and what they'll extend to you. They don't perceive energy like other entities do. And the second you believe that you have that you deserve that they will give you the generosity that the Christian God will, is the second these fuckers will do horrible shit to you. Aphrodite,
it's like preying on Crom. To pray to Crom is to bring your own doom.
Like, Aphrodite loves you, and Aphrodite cares about you. Aphrodite
is a hussy.
Aphrodite got so pissed off in the world, she turned her into a fucking spider thing.
Oh yeah, not to mention the Gorgon as well.
Yeah.
Because anything that competes with anything that the god has as their standing, they hate that. They are actively malicious against anything that can question their own standing.
Yes, they don't like that. They get very upset about that. As a studier of religion, they don't enjoy you telling them what their fucking belief and their power is in this world. If you believe that you have even God doesn't like that. Even the Holy Trinity doesn't like that. You are not above anybody or anything on the fucking circle. Like, he respects you, he loves you, but you are not above him. And this idea that they believe that this weird thing that I'm seeing, and they're putting themselves up on a pedestal.
Never put yourself on a pedestal.
Yeah. Hello.
This is why I have that philosophy of like, you are me, I am me. We are all me. We are all equal in that sense. You're not greater than this. You are this. This is what we are.
Yeah,
That's why people question why I have such a negative aspect. It's what keeps me grounded.
yeah.
It stops me from thinking I'm greater than the guy next to me. It's like, no, we're in the same fucking boat.
We didn't get that, Starfleet. What were you saying?
I thought that was funny. I'll be honest, it sounds like somebody bagged and tagged him, you know, just put a bag over his head and start dragging him out.
I'm muted unless I need to speak, because otherwise I get feedback.
Okay.
Okay, that was DJ.
That was DJ. I thought I heard.
It sounded like somebody was kidnapping him.
DJ, you saw the secret alien code. They're after you, DJ.
They're after you. They're gonna beam you up.
Oh my! Get off me! What the fuck? Why do you have a fucking vagina on your face? Oh, that's your mouth.
Don't forget your decoy cow.
Yeah.
Always have your decoy cow in your front lawn because they'll beam that up first.
Yeah, they'll go after that.
To get away.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen the South Park game. I know that they care about cows.
I got my decoy cow. It's like a stuffed plushy cow sitting there on my armchair.
Yep. No, this shit pisses me off, man. There's it's annoying for me as a thing. Like I said, I made the joke. I'm like the thing is Skyrim got pagan gods better than actual like modern day pagans nowadays. And like it's funny because they haven't even got evangel gods right. Like they haven't even they don't even got actual Christianity right, because Christianity is about the worship and about prayer. Yeah, you are not above anything. So this attitude that you do, oh, I woke up today and I felt the energy and the gods and I danced to the gods now, and I'm like
dance to the gods.
Look, some gods like dance, some gods enjoy dance. But you have to give them the value of it. You don't just walk up and start fucking playing it. You like start going, you know. I don't know.
Dancing with the spirits in the air. It's like, no, girl, that's just your LSD trip.
Well, it's mainly weed.
That too.
Yeah, kids these days, they can't just have some good old-fashioned LSD. They gotta fucking smoke their weed. And worse is, if you do acid, they judge you for doing acid. And it's like, dude, but you smoked weed. Oh, yeah, but I never did LSD, so I can judge you for not, for smoking LSD. I mean, well, you shouldn't smoke. I would judge you for smoking LSD. But if you were just dripping acid and putting on your tongue...
You know what, kids? Stop smoking the weed. Start taking the LSD, kid.
There's elitism and druggies.
in Minecraft, mind you. No, like I agree with what a couple people said. I remember someone saying something recently. It was like, yeah, kids, do us a solid, just down the fucking joint. I had a YouTuber recently say, yeah, just do me a solid, kid, just put down the fucking joint. Jesus fuck. Dude, I feel his pain. I feel your pain, brother. I know.
If a bunch of potheads get together for a hangout, is that called a joint operation?
That's a joint operation. Oh my god.
And if they strike the work, it's a joint strike force.
I had a
strike force.
I was talking so fucking high, and I'm like, buddy, what are you doing walking the streets? You are fried out here. I'm thinking to myself in the back of my head, and this guy just starts falling over himself. Oh, I'm fine. And I'm like, I'm not helping his ass up. I just kind of watched him. I watched him, my eyes glazed over. You know, I had a moment like rabid dogs. You know that moment when like an animal's like, you know, sees another sick animal and they have like that uncontrollable urge to like attack. The back of my brain, I was like, in the back of my brain, I'm like, I'm just gonna leave. As he slowly fell over again for the third.
Me? Yeah, fuck you, man. I don't want no fucking sandwich.
Yeah, I was like that anger was slowly surfacing in the back of my brain. And this guy fell over 4 fucking times, and he was like in the way. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta deal with this schmuck. I gotta deal with this schmuck. Fuck this schmuck. Fuck this schmuck up in the back of my brain. Fuck him. He finally got out of the way. And I'm like, I used to never be this way. I used to be like 420, man. I think we need. Oh yeah, everyone. Let's make sure weed's got to get out there, guys. We got to make sure. Oh yeah. Now I'm like, fuck no. I'm like, put it back. Put it back. Throw it away. No. I wasn't like this before. It's because of the abuse of it, man. Like fuck, it's worse than alcohol abuse. I'm being honest when I say that. It's worse than alcohol abuse in some ways.
Or what's the worst part? Is it that people walking down the block stoned and they just don't know where they're going, or is it that like they think it's better and then they do so much smoking and they're too lazy to work?
They'll do no. I wish it was that. The problem is what will happen is they'll start doing stupid shit, and there are people that shouldn't be using weed at all, because there's always a person out there that just really should not be touching the substance, because the substance right now, as this guy is, it's just too much for his brain, because he has some other mental illness, and people are using it to treat mental illness. And what? Yeah. I smoke a joint. Oh, my brain's okay now. I'm better. No, motherfucker, no. Yeah. That's the shit from that. And some people will fly a kite.
That's like trying to cure depression with alcohol. No. They will do this, and then they go completely, absolutely insane. Because they lose the weed, and then it makes them paranoid. You already have a paranoid schizophrenic, and they're already like that, man. They go completely fucking nuts, and then you have to deal with the insanity, not the other way around. And it's like at that point, I'm like, just throw the fucker away. At that point, I'm just like, no. Oh, Chase, I'm starting to see that repeated cycle that I've known you many a times before and called it out. It's in a nursery, overgrown adults, because what does an adult do? An adult can police their own actions and knows when to stop.
Yeah.
We have lost that in our current society. There is no discipline anymore.
We lost that. And I'm shocked that we've lost that. That's what floors me as a human being. We are watching we're watching women in their 20s. I watched the recent body cam footage. Hey, yeah, I got 3 warrants. She's got 3 warrants from her arrest. 3.
Fucking hat trick.
She has kids, and she just got caught stealing for the fucking umpteenth time.
Girl.
From Target. She stole from Target.
Why would you from Target of all places? My God.
Yeah, she stole from Target this is the 3rd time she stole from Target.
If you're gonna be a piece of poo, at least make your robberies in a place that makes fucking sense. Like a bank. This isn't me telling you to do it. This is me saying, don't be a dumbass and steal from a fucking grocery.
Yeah, so she stole from the Target, again. And she's on her 3rd problem. And the first thing she does, you know what she does? She realizes she's going to get detained. The cops are like, ID. No, ID. I'm talking to my mom. ID. I'm talking to my mom. ID. And then they're like, oh, I'm scared. I'm like, no, give us your ID and this can be solved.
You don't have the ability to be scared anymore. You're a piece of poo.
So he goes to a
grocery store.
He goes to arrest her, and the first thing she fucking does is bolt. And you know where she runs? She runs right towards the police station.
Oh, don't tell me she's trying to get the police.
No. She runs to the police station, doesn't realize she runs to the police station and crossed the street. Then she realizes she ran to the police station, then she crossed the street. And I'm watching this, and I'm thinking to myself, holy fuck. Like, you literally are wasting everyone's time.
This is like a fucking nature documentary. It's like, the wolf spotted a rabbit. The rabbit runs away. Unfortunately, the rabbit ended up in the wolf's den. And the rabbit is now cornered.
Yeah, I'm watching this and I'm thinking to myself, are you fucking kidding me? Like, why did you do this? Like, and now she's like, then you find out she has multiple warrants because she fucking bailed out on her jail time. And she bailed out on her sentencing and shit. So now she's even in more trouble. So it's like everything she did was literally just fucking up. Just outright fucking up. And we're supposed to, like,
She was running because she had the, she had the warrants out, but still, like you said, she already fucked up. She's fucking up triple time. And maybe if you just was cool with the cops, they would have. Anyway, go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she had her and her excuse is, oh, I was anxious. Well,
That's
you're
a
gonna be a
bullshit,
lot more
lazy ass
anxious
fucking
now.
excuse.
Yeah, you're gonna be a lot more anxious now because they're gonna send you to jail and you have 3 fucking warrants. What do you think's gonna happen to you? Like, it's a repeat. Like, I like to call them repeat customers at this point. Asmongold had the best sentence. Well, yeah, repeat customer. And it's like, yeah, that's. What are you doing? You have.
What kind of nickname do you think he's gonna get in the clink? What, the target terrorizer?
No, dumbass.
That too.
She'd be dumbass. Like, I'm sorry. Like, dude, like, we're... Dude, it's getting so bad with some people, man. They're so intellectually stupid. Like, we are getting to a point where universities are adult daycare, and prison's detention time for some of these fuckers. And I'm not a fan of either. Like,
I remember my time in detention. And I remember seeing repeat offenders in detention. It didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, I'm staying at school for a little bit longer. It's like, it would have been something else if it was like community service. Oh yeah, that would get people to fix their roles. It's like, hey, for your detention, you gotta clean up the cafeteria, help the janitor.
Yep. Oh yeah.
That'd get people fucking moving. And if you don't, you get expelled or suspended.
But don't dare me with a good time is exactly what I would say to most teachers. Remember, I was the guy that always got kicked out of school. I was one of those.
I know. But some people are pretty good. You know what? Now that you say it, wait a second.
Not complete.
Wait a second. Yeah, I'm realizing it's like, oh yeah, if the students don't care about their punishment, that means their parents don't care. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm complete misanthrope like I was. Yeah, I was the misanthrope.
I tried, but at least there was some sort of service to the school. All right, make that a thing.
Oh, dude, I didn't care. I stopped caring because of the way. Even if I went home, there was shit going on in my life. I just didn't give a fuck.
I know.
Like, it was an excuse. It was an excuse. I had a choice: go to school and deal with bullshit, or go home and deal with bullshit. So I would take this. One way or another, I'm dealing with bullshit.
In the detention until you have to go home.
Yeah. So I didn't care one way or another.
It's stuff like that makes me feel terrible.
The difference is, Bob Boy. I'm not out there right now, my old man self, robbing a 7-Eleven for fucking $2 and a fucking bag of chips. Okay, I'm not out fucking doing stupid shit that would fundamentally cause me more problems than necessarily needed. Like, I'm actually accomplished. Like, I'm sure I'm not doing great in my life, but I'm not to the point where I'm causing problems. Like, I'm not too bad, but it's how life is, right? We all have our lives. It's just some of these people are just I don't know the law. I can't see the logic. I can't see the logic in putting yourself in a situation where you're going to make your life worse like that. Like, you just don't. Like, when you turn, okay, my rule is always going to be, if you turn a certain age, you stop the bullshit. The bullshit has to stop. And I think that age is 17. Once you turn 17, if you aren't stopping the bullshit and you're keeping up with the non-nons and the nonsense, it's like, no, guess what? Life, you are causing yourself more trouble in your life. It's not worth it. Free yourself from the demons, boys, and live your life without doing too stupid. You can do stupid, just don't do too stupid. You can't hit that golden ticket, man. When you hit that golden ticket, we gotta go. Oh boy, here we go. You know what's that? What was that Rick and Morty episode where the guy's like, you know, oh no, here I go killing again.
Huh?
Yeah, we can't do that anymore.
Again.
Yeah, oh no, here I go, Robin, here I go, I'm back at Target. It's like, no, you're not back at Target to fucking do anything. Stop it! Stop robbing Target, you stupid bitch!
Why are you robbing Target? What the hell's wrong with you?
I can't believe people like Target. It's fucking Target. And she's like, oh no, my friend gave me this stuff. And it's like, no, your friend, your friend didn't give you anything. You walked in, grabbed the fucking stuff from Target, and turned around and walked out. You are not. Stop it. Stop it. Just, you have fucking 3 kids. You have 3 kids. You're going to go to jail for years because of the stupidity.
I saw a funny video where this woman was in a Walmart or Target, and the cashier's like, oh, okay, so, you know, like basically gives the customer to the manager. It's like, okay, well, I'm done dealing with you. I'm going to have the manager deal with you now because, you know, I got to check out people. So now she's talking to the manager, and he goes, you're not going to be what did he say? You're not going to be a jackass with me or something like that. Like he said, you're not going to be a smart ass with me. Like, you just call me a smart ass. And she's filming the guy, and he's like, no, I said you're not going to be one with me. And it was really, the guy was not taking a bullshit. So he calls the police, and he's just like, yes, I got a customer I told to leave, and they're not willing to leave. But basically, the lady was saying that the price was wrong, and it's not her problem. But it's like, you've been here before, you've been doing this before, we already told you that that's not how this works. You know, but she was trying to do that thing where you swap the price tag, you know, that, you know what about, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw someone try to do that when I was at Walmart today. Like, first thing in the morning, that was the first thing I saw. I forgot to tell Starfleet about that. He was with me when I went traveling. Yeah, I saw someone try to do that today. And it's like, the lady was like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, it must have stuck. It must have stuck. And I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, that must have stuck real good, didn't it? Oh, she was like lying like a frickin' serpent, man.
They caught it in the middle and kind of put the sticker on it.
Oh yeah, she was actually had another sticker for like something really cheap. I don't know what it was, but it was something cheap, and it was like, it was something quite expensive. So it was like, it wasn't a TV or anything like that, but it was like some sort of clothes that she was buying. It was like, oh, you are lying? You are lying! I could tell she was lying, and the cashier could tell that she was lying, but they just let her go. Okay. Oh well, you know, you didn't get out the store with it, so okay. And it's like, oh, and then she left the clothes on the frickin' thing because I couldn't use a teller today. I had to use that stupid thing. I had automatic teller. I hate automatic tellers, by the way. I really fucking hate automatic tellers.
Yeah, automatic tellers suck. I hate ATM machines, but cashiers, I'd like automatic cashiers. I know you meant.
Yeah, I can't stand all those automatic cashiers. I can't stand that stuff, man. Oh, just no. Just no. You wanna know why I don't like them? Here's why I don't like them. I don't like them because it's literally saying to me, hey, I'm not getting a discount for using this. So, like, why are you forcing... Yeah, that's your job. Like, they used to have bag boys back in the day, man. Bring back the bag boys.
We still have those, usually they have these kids from the special needs, facility, they do that.
Yeah. I'll bring them back. I want my special needs kid doing that sounded wrong. Let's shut up on that one. I just thought
my goodness.
Oops. Yeah. No. Don't worry about that. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Nothing at all. No, but I want that back. I want people like, actually dealing with tellers and stuff like that. 'Cause like, no, but this lady tried to scam the woman, and the funny thing is, it was funny because I don't know if you've ever dealt with the automatic cashier things. They'll usually have a lady like there watching or someone watching. This lady was on that other lady like fucking white on rice. Like, this was clearly, white on rice situation with this one. She knew this lady because the second it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I must have stuck it on the wrong thing. It's like, yeah, sure you did with that brand new T-shirt you have. If people are wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to do the Kingstone thing so I can get the stones going. I'm not really gonna continue traveling on until I get all this stupidness done. But no, I'm just like, I'm annoyed by the stupidity of this. It's like, come on, boys. Like, don't try to sell me this bullshit and tell me it's gravy. It's like, don't. Just, I know you're full of shit. So just don't.
Do not.
Well, because
In fairness, once you're caught, you gotta lie because you don't want to admit to wrongdoing and get in trouble. But at the same time, don't try to keep pushing it.
Well, eventually, like I said, they're gonna figure out that you're fucking selling them a lie. Like, and once they figure out you're selling them a lie, what's the end result? The end result is always going to be the same. Guess what? You're gonna spend more time in prison. It's just like, yeah, you're gonna take that L, and then you're not gonna like the fact you took the L. So it's like, don't do it.
Yeah.
I think that's just the smartest thing to do. Hey, don't take the L. Like, I don't want to take the L. Well, you don't want to take the L, so yeah, don't take the L.
Nobody
I hate
taking an L.
Like I said, I keep talking about my buddy who works at that gas station. Because we got they're talking about moving that gas station. If that gas station goes, that's a food desert. Like, that's gone. Like, there's nothing in anywhere. Like, and I've lived in food deserts. I've lived in places where there's like absolutely nothing for miles. Like, the closest store is a 30-minute walk, like almost an hour walk. And I'm like, that's not fun. Imagine being an elderly person trying to get to that 30-minute walk. I mean, or that hour walk in rough terrain, man. I wouldn't want to do that. And it's like, no one does. It's like, it's disgusting, and it's sad because that's what's happening. And it's like, come on, man. That ain't cool.
Well, I think food deserts are obviously a manifestation of racism because, like, the greedy, profit-seeking businesses, how dare they make money for providing a functional service to people who are, customers? Like that's obviously just like wrong. And what we need is 3 supermarkets or something. And I'm glad that Maya Mayor is very forward-thinking in that regard, because he's delivering for New Yorkers by ensuring that we can get cheap groceries.
Oh, you mean the food bank, the funded food banks that already
the food banks with more steps, as you put it.
Yep. It's a funded food bank. That's all it is. It's and I'm telling you, I said it, man. I said it once. I said it again. I'll say it again. 5 years. I'm counting it down, boys. 5 years. We'll get that call. We will get that call, and it'll be like, yeah, we knew it. We knew it. And then we'll all kind of go, well, we're going to have a good laugh about that in 5 years. 5 to 10 years, I think. Actually, the way things are going in New York, 5 years. I might redeem that. I might addend that.
I think that you are showing a defeatist attitude, and it's basically because you don't care about the poor people. Now, I remember doing Hurricane Sandy. They were charging people, like, this profiteering, charging $10 a gallon for gas, and people were like, that's wrong. But it's like, well, what if they're doing it on the side? It's not wrong. It's for the gas stations. It's like they're not getting replenished. So what do you want? You want them to sell gasoline at low prices because everyone needs it so badly in this emergency. Then every Tom, Dick, and Harry is going to go and fill up their gas tank because they can still afford to do it. Then the gas station's empty, and then nobody else gets gas, and then someone who really needs it can't get it. So it's like, by having higher prices, people who need gas can get exactly as much gas as they need, and the people who don't need it will be like, oh, I guess I don't need to buy it or fill up my gas tank.
Yeah. Okay, can I be honest? I miss the days when you could, See, I'm not against doing certain things when it comes to, like, certain things, but other things I'm definitely against. It all depends on what's going on. I don't know if I can blow stuff. I can't remember where I'm supposed to go anymore. I'm actually, now I've been doing the Kingstones for so long, I actually can't remember how to do stuff. I'm a little lost. I think I'll find my way around. But no, I think...
do it, Chief. I believe you.
Yeah, I will figure it out or later watch a YouTube video. This is my less played minute. This game is actually the less played game out of my Zelda games. I can play the other Zelda games pretty good, but this game is like the less played one. Because it's the Kingstone pieces that piss me off. I remember running around looking for these fucking things because my perfectionist attitude kind of kicks off. Yeah.
The man has standards.
Yeah. Throw the chicken. Throw the chicken. Ha.
Look at my mute button.
No problem. There we go. But no, I find it. Ay, damn it. Shit. Yeah, I got 2 of them anyway. There, maxed out my coins. So now I'm gonna get the boomerang. That's what I wanted. Ha. Yeah. All right. So now I believe if I come back in here, it's gonna be it's gonna be the bag. I'll deal with that later. Okay, but no, for me, it's just kind of funny though. It's like a lot of people seem to have this weird way of looking at certain things when it comes to the way a lot of this silliness is with the homeless stuff. I've dealt with the homeless stuff over the years, man. I've been homeless. It's not fun, and it's but the fact is that there's this idea that we're not we're like people are like not working hard to do this. There are people working hard to do this, but I don't like people pretending like they actually give a shit. Like I said, the whole wings of an angel song, right? In the wings of an angel, it's like
In
the
the arms of an angel.
and the girl's super sick and stuff. It's like
For just X amount of money, you can save the starving child or whatever. Okay, compared to your donation, the kids are barely getting pennies.
Yep, exactly. And it's annoying. It's annoying to me as a person who just wants to just kind of chillax and enjoy. And to me, it's like, okay, really? Like, I love the whole Ethiopian thing from South Park, where they basically send an Ethiopian boy to the South Park kids. It's like Starving Marvin. Anyone remember Starving Marvin?
Yeah, I remember Starving Marvin.
I just remember the episode where they went to the jungle, and they went in going in positive, and they left saying, fuck the jungle.
Oh, you were talking about the...
Because reality set in.
Jungle. Yeah, you're talking about the do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That, yeah. Da-da-da-da-da. Saving, getting gay with kids is here. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, fuck it. Goddamn, I love that season 3. I miss you, Matt and Trey. Come back to the dark side, Matt and Trey. Drake, I'm having a tough
They
time.
did that about Trump. They're even cooler than they were before. I mean, okay, let's be fair. Like, let's try to look at the Trump episode objectively. So, was it valid criticisms, or was it like TDS fuel for people?
I actually don't know. I stopped caring the second they started doing the full long series. Once that full long series came in, I was like, oh, shoot me. When they started doing that. Like, it got so bad that I actually have no interest in that. That's just, oh my god. Like the whole Marsh Farm thing episode, I think it was season 29, I just stopped caring. Like, I legitimately fucking stopped caring. Like, that's, no, I'm done. And I feel bad because I absolutely love South. Up to that point, man, I was buying every South Park DVD. The shenanigans with the multi-million-dollar deal that they got between like the two companies, when that shit happened, it just like South Park just went fucking downhill. And I have no interest in South Park ever since. So I haven't watched the Trump episode. To be honest, I liked it when Mr. Garrison was Trump. That to me was absolutely fucking classic.
Ready to build a wall, okay?
Yeah. Mr. Garrison was the Trump, and they had to like built the wall and what's called. I think that was like level of unbiased. I actually kind of like I was okay with. Now I'm just like there's just something about the series I've just lost interest. Like, it's clear Matt and Trey kind of want to stop. And they've repeated that ad nauseum. Like, there's a very famous quote in a couple of the South Park episodes where they're like, can I, what the fuck can we do when life is sad? Like how can we keep doing this when everything's sad? Like, we can't anymore. It's all sad at this point. Like life is more fucked up than what we're doing now, so it's like, how the fuck do we make this? And I agree with that mentality. We are at a point now where we are like legitimately, how the fuck can South Park take it any farther?
Interesting point, yeah. I mean, like, well, I thought that was I love the one where they had Sally Struthers on, and she was like all fat. The lady from the commercial was about, pay $1 a day to help a kid in Somalia. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. There's a lot.
But, I guess you're saying is that real life is, like, as bad, if not worse, than what they can conjure. But, I mean, like, why not just make fun of that? I mean, but what is it? That they're ruffling too many feathers? I can see where, like, Trump supporters, some of them, like, bitched and moaned about it. But in fairness, like, they would claim there was a bias. And South Park has picked on the left before. But they definitely ripped into the Trump administration hard during that episode. And that being said, the Trump people, they all took it in stride. Like Charlie Kirk, he made his avatar on Twitter the fucking South Park version of himself. Fucking JD Vance, same thing. He's a midget and a little person, and he still fucking like ran with it because like they have sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah, it got. The best way to put it, things are getting so outlandishly crazy nowadays. And I'm just like, I kind of get where they're coming from, and you get the vibe they want to stop. It's the same thing with Family Guy. There is a energy from Family Guy. I don't know if you boys feel it, but there's an energy coming from Family Guy where, like, Seth wants it over.
I haven't watched Family Guy in a very long time.
Yeah, I thought it was already over.
No, it's still kicking. There's still the new season.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's like The Simpsons. It doesn't really exist.
Yeah, like The Simpsons have been long since dead at this point. Like, a lot of people that fucking are so fed up with The Simpsons. I remember back in the day, man, if you were to talk shit about The Simpsons, people would get mad at you. Like, don't talk shit about The Simpsons. The Simpsons are really fucking good. I'm like, okay. I'll take your word for it. And it's funny. Yeah, no, it was like, we are in a weird era, and I don't deny it. We are in this weird energy. And I didn't think we'd ever get to that weird energy. And I agree with a lot of people. It's like, yeah, what the fuck can we do at this point when you got people losing their minds over the most absurd shit. And like, I even remember when I remember when they were talking about South Park, and they like there was a moment in South Park where they're like, where like Obama got, and people were just losing their minds. It was like the left and right switched sides right around Obama for America. And in Canada, we had so much stupid shit going on in Canada, and we kind of shifted very conservative for a while, and then that shifted to something else, and then we had our fucking a certain person I can't talk about anymore. So you can see Canada's kind of shifted in a bad way when I'm like, yeah, I can't talk about that.
Welcome to the police state of Tennessee land.
Bonnie?
Yeah, I don't want to say. I can't say anything. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, la 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 la.
Personally, if I was Canadian, I would be seizing my liberty, and I would let them pick me up and manhandle me and stuff. But I can understand that, you know, you're not a high-income person, and you can't really just be paying lawyers.
No, you see, I look at it like this. I don't think I can get asylum in America for this. If I can get asylum, I've already said if I leave Canada, like I was talking to a friend of mine about that, I said, you know, if I leave Canada, I'm going to be fucking painfully honest, there is going to be a rapture. I'm going to go on a live stream, and I'm going to bitch about everything that was going on in Canada. That is not a joke. It's like, I am going to lose my mind for 24 hours. It's just like, I'll just go absolute ape scat for like a bit, and then I'll calm down and be fine again. But there's going to be a moment where I'm just like, but until then, I can't do that. You know, I can't do that. And like I said, there's only four countries I wouldn't mind living in, and most of them are like in some serious trouble right now. So it's like, guys, I'm honestly considering like, buying an island somewhere. Just buying an island, making it a sovereign nation, and I'm free of the bullshit. Sovereign nation, boys. Like, we could technically, you can get an old retired oil rig, and if you purposely custom it, you could make yourself a nice place to live, and then you could just legitimately just have a bunch of people living on that.
They did it in Scotland, the Principality of Sealand.
Yeah. Well,
You've written that.
Yeah, I was making a joke about that. Yeah, that's kind of where I was coming from. No, like, yeah, you technically can purchase land in a certain part of the country, and it technically isn't your land. I know.
I wasn't know about that. I wasn't know about landed title, established titles. But yes, my friend's wife she is a lady of the land. She has a square inch of plot, I believe. But no, it was really an oil rig that was bought by some group, and they named it a sovereign nation, the Principality of Sealand, and it's off of like Scotland or England or something.
Yeah.
It's got a princess and everything, but it's not a very high population. They had to deal with a lot of bullshit, like, just to continue existing,
Yeah.
State didn't like it that they were trying to declare sovereignty.
Like, I'm being perfectly honest when it comes to that. Like, it is something I would seriously consider if I could. If I had the resources, I would. But I don't have the money, so we're not gonna worry about it. Got him. Oh yeah, twofer. No, but yeah, it's just this. I don't know, boys. I seriously weep for humanity, and if I can, I'm gonna get my ass to Mars. I'm sort of the Starfleet thing. We need to like get our asses to Mars, boys. We gotta get our asses to Mars.
I remember this one VTuber. She was talking about the space thing from the perspective of that, like, by being in space, you can get away from the people who are trying to ruin things over here. And it's like, that's one good reason. And, you know, I think that alone would be a reason they'd be against it. They'd be like, no, you can't leave. We need the resources to help the world. You know, you'll hear people say this all the time, like, why are we doing stuff in space when we have things on Earth? It's like, well, one, if you actually do mining and energy production in space, you can suddenly do things on Earth that like don't create any kind of carbon footprint or anything like that. You know, it truly offsets the carbon. Like the cost of launching the rocket would rapidly be offset by the amount of energy you can send back. But the other thing is like, you know, like it's just it's a fallacy that you know that you would get no benefit from a space flight. Like it's just they can't see it immediately. It's like, oh no, it's coming out of the budget for food stamps, therefore it must be bad. It's like
it's budget for the food stamps. That's the funny thing. You guys have been sitting on a space program budget for a very, very long time, and it shouldn't be coming out of anything at all. Like, if I remember correctly, you guys are actually quite fucking funded from what I remember hearing back in the day. I don't know how much of that is like legit.
During the Apollo program, it was like a 2 or 5% of the budget, and now it's like 0.5% of the budget. It's still a lot of money, but it's like it's not nearly comparable to what it once was. And you know, but like what's interesting is that militarizing space would have been the best thing we could have done for the space program. But people think that sounds like a bad, scary thing. But it's like when you look at the rocket program that the Air Force runs, it's very efficient. And that's the thing. Like there was a mistake when they made the space shuttle program. And basically, to get funding from the Air Force, they had to meet requirements for the Air Force. So they made it big enough that it could put a spy satellite in the cargo bay. And that's why Hubble fits so neatly in the cargo bay, because, you know, it was literally just a modified spy satellite. It was like a spare spy satellite that was donated to NASA for that, you know, for astronomy. But when they didn't, once Challenger happened, they lost that funding, or NASA, the Air Force started prioritizing their own rocket thing. And as a result of that, you now have an organization that's saddled with this space truck when most of the time they don't need a space truck. I mean, realistically, they should have developed 2 space shuttles, like a big one and a little one. But, you know, Congress, you know.
Yeah. But, like, they've been talking about solar mirrors for years. And you could, in theory, creating the solar mirror program could be a fascinating way to solve a lot of problems. And they just don't want to solve that problem.
Solar mirror. What a solar mirror is.
The idea is... Go ahead.
No, the idea is, I think you're going to say that you use solar panels and you transmit it back using microwaves, but I think people get scared of hearing the idea of shooting microwaves at Earth and high powers, but what were you saying?
Oh no, not the kitchen implement.
No, actually it's very similar to what exactly what you just said. But the idea is like we're already technically doing something similar.
Ever played Sim City where you can microwave half your population that way?
Yeah, you can. Yep. No, solar
why is halfway city on fire? It's like, why is halfway city on fire?
Okay, the idea of solar mirrors is actually a feasible idea. And what the idea is that you're creating not mirrors. You don't put the mirrors ahead towards you. you use a type of energy siphonning thing. As the satellites go by your planet, go by your portion of that, they charge up. But you have a lot of these satellites flowing. Like there'd be more satellites in space, and you'd be double or tripling the satellite input at that point. But that is a functional thing. A solar mirror would work. It's basically a way to focus solar energy into an area. And what Starfleet said is true. It's like you can legitimately, if you're not careful, you can legitimately. It's like, oh yeah, one miscalibration, and you're all on fire. You're all on fire.
Is that a thing you can use in SimCity? Is that actually like a thing like power? Is like one of the high like when you get to a certain level, you can do that?
This is a real thing in SimCity. You actually could look like one of the SimCity.
In one of them was, I forget which one, but yeah, I had it happen. I lined up my mirrors in such a way there's always a precise chance of the receivers and the senders like misaligning. And when it happens, for some reason there was an error in the coding not just one will get misaligned all of a sudden, it's every power station you have that's a microwave receiver. And then next thing you know, half your city's on fire. Like it's more damage than if when you have a meltdown from a nuclear power plant. Which is funny, it's like, technically the nuclear power plant would have been safer. Even if it blew up.
But solar mirrors are feasible. They're not something I would really suggest a person do, but you could do a solar mirror program. And it's something that annoys me as a person, because you could, in theory, not a good theory, but in theory, solar mirrors, you wanted to really power out the world, you could, charge the world.
It's not the only thing we do, but it's not the only thing we can do in space, but it's one thing we can do in space. And also there's this idea that you launch satellites, you can keep track of floods and things like that. Like, imagine if people said we don't need rockets when we first launched the first satellite. People in Africa, like, when they have satellites, they can see the flooding, they can see the weather, and things of that nature. It helps out in planning things, like whether we should harvest now or not.
Yeah. It's a functional system. It's not a system that needs to be like people seem to have this attitude that it's not a operating system that can fundamentally help the world. We have moments where the world needs some help. And it's like, you could do lots of fun little things in the world if you really wanted to take your chances. The problem is humanity is very skittish when it comes to stuff. Very similar, like I said, it's the reason YouTube, as much as YouTube has fucked up over the years, and nothing against YouTube. YouTube has fucked up. We can all admit that. There's a reason YouTube still exists. A lot of places, do you know that many companies that could have fucked up as bad as YouTube on 4 separate occasions that would still be around to this day? I don't know that many businesses that could legitimately survive the shit that YouTube has had happen to it. They fucked up 4 big times. And I'm not dissing YouTube. I think YouTube's an amazing product. I would never want YouTube to leave. I love you, YouTube. Algorithm senpai. I'm talking about
Algorithm.
I mean, they give you
riding on a motorcycle.
Notice me, senpai.
Oh, senpai. That's my most popular quote where the lady from Evangelion is like, senpai, and people like, she sounds like she having sex. It's like, no, she's just saying senpai. But anyway, YouTube, I mean, think about, like, years ago, streaming was expensive. Like, you didn't have enough ability to maintain multiple connections to have a radio show even.
No, you couldn't. You couldn't. Like, honest truth. Yeah, you're exactly right. You are right. Like, dude, I remember back in the day when people would run, like, email, like, podcasts on like, websites and stuff, where they try to do stuff on websites, man. It was a bitch. Like, yeah. This was the first time you could actually do something where it was not a bitch, and you could actually legitimately create something. So no, I am all for YouTube. Notice me, YouTube senpai. Notice me, YouTube senpai. Okay. Anyway, back to the fun of this. No, it's funny because, like I said, there's a lot we can do in space. There's ways we can create renewable energy sources. Like, not only that, like, mining in space has got to be, that's got to be a future effect. Like I would rather...
Could you imagine how great of a title that would be? Is like, yeah, me and my grandfather, we were asteroid miners. I was like, that's really fucking dangerous to have a job. That'd be a job of high honors.
Yeah,
yeah. Because coal mining's already dangerous enough with, like, cave-ins and all that stuff. Now imagine you're on an asteroid, you have a suit that you require in order to continue doing your work, and asteroid rocks are fucking sharp. And as you're boring into this fucking thing, there's a bunch of little nanofiber, little shards flying all over the place that could penetrate your suit. That is a job that would have to pay well.
Well, actually, Bob, and yes, I did it well, actually. You made me do it well, actually. Can't believe you forced me to do it. Honestly, it'd be drones. It would all be drones. There's no fucking way this is going to be anything.
The only time we're going to get anything close to like that is, like ship maintenance on the outside. Kind of like those guys in Space Battleship Yamato. They're just doing maintenance on the hull and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a
Honestly,
cool job, but it's also a very dangerous job. But I'm
you know what? We're not gonna have someone close their eyes as we do that stupid asteroid thing. Bruce Willis
What?
was.
I think
Bruce
you overestimate drone technology.
Yeah. Bruce
Drone technology in space does break down. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I know Bruce Willis movie.
The way that went, that was a little over the top. But, but when it comes to science, it's actually true. You get more bang for your buck if you burrow the nuke in to blow it up, rather than on the surface. It's just I can't see us having the resources to pull it off in the first place.
Well, no,
Yeah.
actually, funny thing is you could. Like, remember, all this resource shit doesn't necessarily mean fucking squat in a society where we legitimately are making our own fucking rules. Like, my favorite.
I could see that at the rate SpaceX can launch rockets, then maybe yes, we would stand a chance.
Yeah.
Problem. We don't know what I can't remember what their payload is. I don't know if they can put some large. You'd have to make little small ones, put them all up together, and blow them at once. That might take too long.
But we don't want to. We don't want
What
to.
was the megaton? What was the megatons of the nuke? Because you know, I mean, like sometimes, you know, I know what you're saying. Like a thermonuclear device gets a little bit on the unwieldy side of things. I get that.
Well,
But still, it's lighter than TNT.
First off, let's just break down the math properly here. If you were to in that situation, we were to get into the stupidity of that movie, and I didn't want to close my eyes, so I didn't want to talk about this fucking thing. Anyway, perfectly honest, it was too close already, and the showers of radiation that we would have had raining down on our planet would have blanketed half the fucking world, and we all would have died of radiation poison. So you shouldn't close your eyes. It was way too fucking close. The bullshit with Russia, the bullshit with the with some of the other stuff in that movie was absolutely silly. It was a stupid
Are we
movie.
talking about the one where Earth was about to be hit by a giant asteroid and they had to split it?
It's probably when you start. You know what? It's right around the time when you start realizing poor Bruce Willis was
Well, the biggest
let's go back.
thing is, two movies came out roughly the same time with the same premise. Two movies came out at the same time with the same premise. One was an asteroid, one was a comet. The one with the comet was a little bit more realistic.
What was Armageddon? You had Armageddon and you had Deep Impact, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then we had that fun movie 2000 and something or rather that was really annoying. That had like the entire planet, like the
2012.
whatever the fuck it was called, whatever the
Right. It was 2012. It was supposed to be like that apocalypse movie of the world just destroyed itself.
The best one so far is Greenland, and they somehow made a sequel out of it too.
Oh, you know what I love? You know what I absolutely love? One of my favorite things about like one of those movies was the ice movie. There's a movie where like we get this unnatural deep freeze, and there's a moment where the guy is literally running from coal. He's like, "Ah!" and he slams the door and just screams like a bitch. It is one of the funniest fucking moments in that movie. And I'm probably repeating something that other people said, but that is one of the. He's like, "Ah!" and he like closes the movie, and then they gotta fight fucking wolves on a fucking. They're fighting fucking wolves.
Are you talking the Gray?
Day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow. Is what you're describing.
When you said the wolves, I was like, the Gray?
No. There's a moment in there where I guess the wolves escape. The wolves escape the fucking the zoo. So these fucking timber wolves were goddamn fucking wandering this ice-closed climate, and it's like, no, buddy, the timber wolves are not fucking wandering the fucking ship. How the fuck did the timber wolves get on the fucking ship? Fuck you, that movie sucked. God damn it.
Everything's covered in snow.
Yeah.
Everything's covered in snow. There's a little ramp. A snowdrift. They call it a snowdrift.
See, Chief, what you don't understand is it's like Minecraft. You know, the snow on the ship's deck, that's a spawn point for a Timberwolf.
Okay, I get you. No, it is one of the silliest fucking movies. Oh boy, you want to laugh at a silly movie. Holy shit, that movie is great.
I can only laugh at a movie whenever I have buddies. Other than that, I'm just gonna get mad.
Oh man, okay, Deep Impact is a great movie if you're fucking stoned out of your mind. That's the truth. Like if you're hanging out with your dude, if you're hanging out with your buddies, the Day After Tomorrow is absolutely fun when you are just like either high or you're hanging out with your friends late night. It's that one movie you guys want to watch just for fucking shits and giggles, and you guys are just there. You're blitzed or you're exhausted. You just had a fun night of playing D&D or something like that. That's when you watch the movie. Otherwise, you don't fucking watch that movie. That movie's not worth it.
Oh, I see. The wolves on the ship are just a D&D encounter. It doesn't matter how they got there. They're just some NPC that ended up there.
Yeah.
I've had those moments playing D&D. I'm like, these enemies, how the fuck did they get here and why are they here? They're not even in the native climate.
Well, you know.
Never with your games. Your games, you know, they still make sense. Oh, we're in, you know, pseudo hell right now.
You're not in hell.
But I've had ones where it's like we're in a desert and somehow a fucking direwolf shows up and I'm like, this is a fucking desert. Direwolves are in the mountains. How the fuck did he get here?
Yeah, I gotcha. But no, I just, like, to me, it's just... Yeah, there's another movie. I wish I could remember the name of this movie. If anyone remembers the name of this movie, please put it in the link in the description. There was a movie I remember where basically the movie has these two guys talking about like an idea they have. They're going to do something really stupid, and what they were going to do was one of them had made they're going to make a bet. If one of them lost the bet, they'd have to cut off a finger.
Yeah.
And I can't.
I can't. I can't. One of those that they use in school to show tension. Because I remember watching a movie that was similar to that. It was about a betting game.
Yeah.
And if the bet goes south, they chop off a finger.
Yeah, and here's the thing about
the bet for this plot was this guy had a Zippo lighter, and it was like it could light 10 times and not go out.
Yeah. I think that was it. Where they actually got some stranger and they paid a stranger to do it. I fucking remember that.
Yeah, and then the one guy's wife, the guy who got the young guy to do the game, she's like, no, you're supposed to be doing this. My husband is crazy, local. And then, like, at the end of the entire film, it shows that she's missing multiple fingers. So it had like some pseudo horror, but it was also a way for our teacher to show us how to be tension and make movies and all that.
I never found that movie very tense, but I did find the idea of it just be fucking silly.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be the tension of like whenever the guy was like pausing before he flicks the light back on as his hands on the table, and it's like round number 7 of lighting perfectly. And then the music goes in, and it was supposed to be a study on that, not the movie itself, just that moment.
Okay, yeah. No, it was silly, but yeah, we had some fun moments with that. There's some fun movies out there, boys. But yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of Armageddon. I love Bruce Willis is my guy. I'll be sad when he finally goes, but no, not my fan. Not my favorite of his movies. I think, like I said, if used correctly, Bruce Willis is great. But when not used correctly, oh boy. So I think we are done here. I just got the grip wings, so I can start climbing up the mountain now. So we're gonna save here. We got the grip ring. We're good. I got a special ring. So we're gonna call it here, boys. Thank you very much, everybody. If Arus, did we lose Arus?
No, I think we lost here though.
We lost DJ. Arus, can you put LDP in chat? Go say hi to LDP and say Orc Raid. You can go join on this one. We are about to take off. We're about to go have some fun ourselves and go do our own thing tonight. Stay tuned for next Monday. You'll probably might have a vampire and who knows? We might finally have He-Man. We'll see what happens. If we don't have He-Man, we'll probably not worry. All right, guys, have yourselves a very good night, and we'll see you next time with World War II for Eagles. Have a good one, boys, and talk to you later. Bye.